radio networks and programs and live sports that your customers are watching. CAS Cable is growing faster than ever, creating a huge audience in the Mid-Ohio Valley for you to reach with your message. If you don't have a commercial, our production department can create one that highlights your products and will get you customers. Call today to find out more about advertising with CAS Cable to boost your business. 304-420-2470.
Red Barn Vintage and Mercantile on Pike Street in Marietta is home to over 60 vendors showcasing vintage and primitive decor. Our family-owned and operated shop also features local artisans and vendors who specialize in handmade items. With a wide variety of treasures, you'll be sure to find something perfect. Shop with us Tuesday through Friday 10 to 6, Saturday 10 to 4, and Sunday 11 to 3. Be sure to follow us on Facebook for the latest info. Red Barn Vintage and Mercantile, 1200 Pike Street in Marietta, across from United Rentals.
To a kid, 60 years may seem old, but at Morrison Incorporated, that's a milestone we're happy to mark. Hi, I'm David Haas. Looking back at our last 60 years, we celebrate a track record of successfully serving our customers' HVAC needs. We're proud of supporting organizations and events in our community. And as we look to our next 60 years, we'll continue putting people first, honoring our guarantee of professional service and always safeguarding the welfare of our customers and crews. Morrison Incorporated, always ready for the next 60 years.
Not long ago, our Goldworks family lost our beloved head CEO, Sydney. So to keep up tradition, our former training CEOs, Mitzi and Cheyenne, have now been promoted to co-head CEOs. Our Goldworks team would like to introduce our new CEOs in training, Bella Rosa and Jules. We are the only true full-service jewelry store in the Mid-Ohio Valley. If other area jewelers have trusted me for over 45 years, shouldn't you?
At Premier Dental Group, dentistry is an art. Dr. Chad Bush grew up in Parkersburg and is passionate about his hometown.
We'll make you proud of your smile.
Dr. Erica Bailey, also a Parkersburg native, loves her hometown and volunteers in the community.
New patients are always welcome.
From general dentistry to the most innovative treatments, they offer the very best to bring out your best smile and confidence. Experience the art of dentistry at Premier Dental Group.
I've been a CAS customer at home for over 2 years, and with that experience and dependability, I decided I needed it really bad here at my salon. I had a great experience with CAS, not so much with the other company. It's less expensive, and like I say, if we have a problem, we know we can call right down the road and get immediate response. I'm John Six. I'm with John Six Hair Company, and we are happy to be a CAS customer.
When you call the Basement Doctor West Virginia, you know you've called the right place. We'll help you solve the worst problems in your basement or crawl space, from bowed walls, cracks to water, mold, and more.
Our experienced and well-trained crews will carry out the repairs, leaving you with a drier, cleaner, healthier, safer, and more energy-efficient home. Plus, you get a lifetime transferable warranty.
You can trust the Basement Doctor of West Virginia. Call now at 877-DRY-TIME or visit basementdoctorwv.com.
I sincerely hope you never need my services, because my firm represents people that have been seriously hurt in automobile accidents. I'm Jim Staley, and I've seen the devastating effects that those accidents can have, not only on those who are injured, but also on those who are at fault. Don't drive distracted. Put down the phone. It can wait until you get where you're going. Staley Law and Mediation, advocating for victims of serious personal injury.
This summer, when you think of outdoor activities, think Carl's Pawn Shop. We have bicycles, fishing poles, survival gear, kayaks, metal detectors, and more. You never know what you might find at Carl's Pawn Shop. If you prefer to shop from the comfort of your own home, check us out online at www.carlspawnshops.com. Our inventory changes daily, so stop by.
Community. It's a word that means a lot of things to a lot of people. Here at Williamstown Bank, we're proud to have been a part of the community for more than a century. Our friendly and experienced staff is here to offer you the help you need to make the most of your future. Any bank can have branches, but we've always been pretty proud of our roots.
Williamstown Bank, what banking can be.
How may I help you today?
What if you never had to sort your pills or wonder if you're taking your medications correctly? Our weekly pill pack service takes the worry out of managing your medications or the medications of someone you care for. For your convenience, we have 3 locations and offer free delivery. Cox Family Pharmacy, we're locally owned and locally loved. Let us help you take care of your family.
Enjoy a bone-chilling selection of Halloween home decor and gifts at Crown Florals today. We have one of the most spectacular displays of hauntingly inspired decor, from glitter lanterns and vintage reproduction decorations to hocus pocus themed decor and more. Our confectionery has also received a dreadful makeover for Halloween, filled with dreadful sweets and treats. Best of all, we've scared up an amazing sale for you today. So creep on in and grab some Halloween for your home at Crown Florals and Gifts. Welcome back to your happy place.
Since 1992, Fasteners and Supply in Mineral Wells has been supplying the tools you need to get the job done. That includes a wide selection of cutting and grinding wheels from industry leaders like Bullard Abrasives. If you need specialty drilling bits, get the American-made parts you want from great names like Norseman Drill and Tool. Don't let the wrong tools slow you down. Call today or stop by 387 Elizabeth Pike in Mineral Wells. Find us on Facebook or online at fastenersandsupply.com. Fast Eddie's Title and License Service in Vienna is the solution to the long lines and extended wait times in getting your vehicle registration. No appointment needed, no renewal notice needed. You can do it over the phone in most cases. Walk out with your new registration and sticker. Call or stop by Fast Eddie's Title and License Service in Vienna today.
We've got about a year under our belts now, enough certainly to know that we're very happy with the service. It was unbelievably simple, and I think within a day we were hooked up and ready to go. I'd most definitely recommend CAS Cable to any business or any individual. There haven't been any surprises, and that's a good thing when you're in business. I'm Jim Staley from Staley Law and Mediation, and I'm happy to be a CAS customer.
Hello, we're iTech in downtown Parkersburg. We're helping businesses do business better, and we want to show you our work. Security and alarm systems, IT services, copiers and printers, even marketing services. We provide the best and only the best service to our clients. So whether you're ready to start a business or grow the one you have, we can provide the services and support you need to do business better. What are you waiting for? Contact us today at 304-485-2222 or find us on Facebook.
I am a courtesy driver for Matheny Motors, and one day this doctor came in. He needed a ride back at the hospital, so I took him back, and lo and behold, a week later, I'm on an operating table, and he's basically looking down and says, "You remember me?" And it was Dr. Cousins. The way this got started was that my wife and I like to walk. I had shortness of breath, went to my family doctor, and he referred me to a Dr. Mason. Dr. Mason took me to the cath lab for the cath procedure. I had 97% blockage in my main arteries, and I had 10 blockages. The nurses were exceptional. It's the finest staff I could ever imagine. And Dr. Cousins, of course, is very professional. The facilities are unbelievable. I haven't felt this good in years. Having the surgery at WVU Medicine at Canham Clark, 15 minutes from my house, was a blessing. And I recommend, if you're going to have open heart surgery, this is the place to go.
Rejuvenation Laser and Skin Center introduces our new Virtue RF microneedling machine. It can deliver energy at different depths to promote the collagen and elastin that tighten and lift the skin. Several areas can be addressed in a single session. Call today and schedule a free consultation.
It's game time, and One Community Federal Credit Union is here to help you tackle your financial goals. With our newly updated electronic banking and mobile services, we're taking our customer service experience to the next level. Plus, our CD rates are some of the best around, so you get more bang for your buck. When you need a loan, One Community can get you a great rate and a fast decision made locally. It all adds up to being the Mid-Ohio Valley's winning team. One Community Federal Credit Union. Online at onecommunityfcu.org.
Inflation is affecting the price of nearly everything. Gas prices are going up almost every day. Going to the grocery store gets more and more expensive. But the cost of services from CAS Cable won't go up. Don't fall for those low introductory rates some companies offer. They can nearly double in less than a year. Don't get stuck paying more for less. Call CAS Cable today and know that what you pay for TV, internet, and home phone service won't break the bank down the road. Find out what we can do for you at cascable.com.
Check engine light on, car running sluggish. These are signs of a failing transmission.
At Lee Miles, we'll road test your vehicle, check fluids and leaks, and run an initial diagnostic scan, all for free. So get to Lee Miles and let us put the light out.
Sit back, enjoy Big Ten football.
Visitors to our gallery sometimes ask for double-sided bedding, which we have always carried. Most double-sided bedding is built on a grid coil system, which transfers more motion than many light sleepers can tolerate. Whether double-sided or single, the main reason most mattresses fail is because of cheap, low-density foam.
At Mattress Max, our focus has always been on quality, components, and design. When you're ready for a new mattress, we're ready to educate you about your choices.
Many of our members value the local connection, and CAS Cable is a local business. There was no interruption. I had no problem with our internet. Everything was smooth because we do depend on internet communication here. I don't worry about my service here because I know when I call someone, I'm going to get someone. So we highly value CAS Cable here at the Chamber. I'm Karen Waller. I'm the Executive Director here at Belpre Area Chamber of Commerce, and we are thrilled and happy to be a CAS Cable customer.
Murray's, the area's exclusive Opti-AIM certified ADAS recalibration center, will replace your damaged windshield to OEM specifications. Get back on the road knowing the job was done right. Contact Murray's, your ADAS recalibration professionals.
If you're in search of a unique gift or an original piece to finish your own special collection, visit the Rustic House Antique Mall. Over 30 vendors across 5,000 square feet of clean indoor space, featuring glass, vintage clothing, primitives, furniture, recycled yard art, and so much more. New items arrive daily. Shop in person or join us for live sales Mondays at 6 p.m. on Facebook. The Rustic House Antique Mall, 2909 Murdoch Avenue in Parkersburg.
The Butcher Ben Autumn Festival is the place to go this fall for family-friendly entertainment. There will be plenty of food, games, and fun for all ages, including hay rides, a haunted barn, trunk or treat, costume and pumpkin decorating contests, and more. Parking is free, so visit the Butcher Ben Autumn Festival the last 3 weekends in October at the West Virginia Interstate Fairgrounds in Mineral Wells. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and go to butcherbenautumnfestival.org for more information.
Is overactive bladder a problem? Try Saga Pro Bladder Health from Terry Naturally. Saga Pro is a proprietary extract of angelica leaves sustainably harvested from wild plants grown in Iceland, where it's been used as medicine for thousands of years. It's ideal for both men and women looking to support bladder strength and urinary tract function. Each person varies, but you may start to notice benefits just after a few days.
Terry Naturally Saga Pro Bladder Health. On sale now at Mother Earth Foods. Shop.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Check 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow. Dang. That's awful. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Stand by. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check. Check. Man, that's really distorted in my ears. Yeah. I'm trying to fix it here. Stand by. Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Check. 1, 2. Check. Check 1, 2. Check. 1, 2. Check. 1. Check 1. Check 2. Check 1. Check 1.
Colonial House is senior living at its finest. 23rd Street in Parkersburg near PHS.
Honest Fred's Flooring, your home for quality flooring at a fair price. We know shopping for flooring can be stressful, so you can count on us for an honest deal and a stress-free shopping experience. Whatever your flooring needs, rest assured we have the flooring that's right for your lifestyle. And Honest Fred's is with you every step of the way, from consultation to installation. You'll get the flooring you want, the service you need, and the value you deserve. Shop Honest Fred's, Parkersburg, Marietta, and Spencer, or visit us online at honestfreds.com.
The wrong button. I was pushing this one. Now the other one.
Check. I don't. There's a little fuzz in there, isn't there? Check. It's got a little fuzz in it. Check.
I can live with it.
I think it's going to be the best we got.
All right, let's go. All right.
Freshest and most nutritional produce you won't get in stores. Vegetables, meats, eggs, along with handmade crafts. There's something for everyone. The market is open year-round, always changing with the seasons, and always ready to welcome you to your new favorite gathering place, the River City Farmers Market, every Saturday from 8 till noon on the 200 block of Butler Street beside CVS. The River City Farmers Market in downtown Marietta has been a gathering place for friends and local vendors for over 20 years, providing you with the freshest and most nutritional produce you won't get in stores. Vegetables, meats, eggs, along with handmade crafts. There's something for everyone. The market is open year-round, always changing with the seasons, and always ready to welcome you to your new favorite gathering place, the River City Farmers Market, every Saturday from 8 till noon on the 200 block of Butler Street beside CVS.
And a very pleasant good afternoon or good evening, whatever time zone you're in. Here from Marietta College, I'm Brian Nost on CAS 45, bringing you today's football action here. It's an OAC conference game. Baldwin Wallace in town with a 2-2 record, and they're taking on the homestanding Pioneers from Marietta College. It is going to be a wet, cold ball game tonight. We talked to Andy Waddle. You'll see that interview here in just a couple of minutes. But we talked to Andy, and we talked about the weather, and he said, look, both teams have to play in the weather, and so they're going to have to deal with it. Also dealing with a 5 o'clock start for this ball game. Normally we're either like 1 or 7, but we picked a 5 o'clock start today, and it is right in the middle of a storm cell that we're really going to be dealing with for the rest of tonight and all day tomorrow as the remnants of Hurricane Ian are starting to hit the Mid-Ohio Valley here in Marietta, Ohio. But we do have a good one for you. Baldwin Wallace coming off a win last week at Ohio Northern. They won that ball game by the score of 35-31. Marietta 2-1 on the season, 1-1 in OAC conference play after beating Otterbein on the road 27-10 last week. Saturday marks the third full week. Today's the third full week of OAC conference play. 45th time that these two teams will meet. Baldwin Wallace holds a 37-7 lead in the series, and Baldwin Wallace has won 13 of the last 15 meetings between the two schools. Marietta looking to change that today right here on the banks of the Ohio River in Marietta, Ohio. We talked to Andy Waddle just a little while ago. We're going to go to that. We'll take a break, and then we'll go to my interview with Andy Waddle as we move the pregame show right along here a little bit closer to kickoff. We'll be kicking off in about 9 or 10 minutes. But stay with us. My talk with Andy Waddle is coming up next. You're watching Marietta College football on CAS 45.
When I was 15 years old, my dad had to have open heart surgery. Now 20 years later, we have a top tier program right here at W Medicine Camden Clark. We're able to do those types of surgeries. I had a recent experience where a loved one had surgery here, and it was interesting to be on the other side, and the staff here gave very personal care. I don't know why anyone would want to travel hours away to have surgery that they can have top-notch surgery done here.
Many of our members value the local connection, and CAS Cable is a local business. There was no interruption. I had no problem with our internet. Everything was smooth because we do depend on internet communication here. I don't worry about my service here because I know when I call someone, I'm going to get someone. So we highly value CAS Cable here at the Chamber. I'm Karen Waller. I'm the Executive Director here at Belpre Area Chamber of Commerce, and we are thrilled and happy to be a CAS Cable customer.
Welcome back to the pregame show here at Marietta College on CAS 45. Brian Noss along with the coach, Andy Waddle. And Andy, this is kind of a unique starting time for you guys today at 5 o'clock. Normally you're used to noon or 1. At least one time a year you go at 7. This one's at 5. How's that change your preparation?
Yeah, I mean, it just moves everything back by a couple hours. But as far as like once we kind of get into the rhythm, it should all be the same.
Talk about this weather that everybody's having to deal with now with the hurricane and all that. It started raining here this morning, and it's just been a downpour all day. What's that do to your game plan?
Well, I mean, obviously, we're going to have to continue to run our offense, but we're going to have to be smart about when we decide to throw the ball and make sure that we're aware of the fact that the conditions aren't perfect. So hopefully we won't have we won't have fumbles or interceptions because of the ball being wet. But both teams playing it, so equal playing field, and we feel like we're going to do well.
This Baldwin Wallace team is coming in at 2-2. All of their games except one have been one-score games, and they come in. They struggled against teams like Wilmington that they probably should have blown out, but it was a close ball game. How do you see Baldwin Wallace so far this season, and as you look into tonight's game?
Well, I've been really impressed with Wilmington. I know that Wilmington, is 3-1, and that's their only loss. So, I think that traditionally Wilmington hasn't been great, but they seem to have done a much better job. And I think that they look similar to what they've looked like in the past. They unfortunately for them, they lost a game or two that maybe was a one-possession game that maybe a year ago they won those games. But they're a good football team. They've got, a really active and athletic defense. I think they've got a pair of quarterbacks that present different challenges and problems, but both are very capable of helping them produce wins and some talented running backs.
You're 2-1 coming into this ball game, winning your first game, then having a week off, going to Mount Union, and winning last week. Talk about last week's win real quick. Bryce Agnew had a great game. Yeah,
Bryce has been, kind of the heart and soul of our offense for a number of years now. He's been elected by team captain by his peers. He's led the OAC in rushing, the past 2 seasons, and he looked to be in his usual self last week, running for I think 155 yards and getting in the end zone a few times, and it was good to see Bryce do that. He'd struggled against Mount Union, and Mount Union's a really talented team, and I think sometimes they make those challenges really hard. But it was good to get back in the winning column, and it's good to be home again.
So, I was talking about Bryce, OAC Player of the Week last week, which it seems these honors are coming more and more for your kids, and that's got to make you feel good as a head coach because you see them progressing in the right direction.
Yeah, I mean, it's great when guys get recognized for their hard work, and Bryce is somebody who's worked extremely hard, and so have so many of the other guys. So it's great to see those guys, get recognized.
Talk to me about how you see your football team after 3 games, after this 2-1 start. How do you like your team?
Yeah, I mean, I've always really liked the guys. I think we've got, a great group of individuals. We still have some things that we're working on, but I thought we took steps last week offensively to kind of improve. I thought Connor Veerster played maybe one of his best games at Marietta College. I think we're still, a little bit of a work in progress on some of our special teams, but I've always really liked the guys on this team. And I think that you start with really high quality people and people that are willing to work hard, and usually good things will happen.
How important is it, especially in this weather, to get off to a fast start tonight?
I mean, we want to go out and get the ball in the end zone and take the lead, but it's going to be a 60-minute football game, and both teams are physical. Both teams are going to be hungry for this. So we realize that if we're ahead after the first quarter or we're behind at the first quarter, we've still got a couple more quarters, 3 more quarters to play, and it's going to go right down to the final whistle.
When I first ran into you here today at the stadium, we talked about this interview, and you said, I got to go talk to the kids first. What did you tell them?
Yeah. We'll keep that between us and the team. But
okay, then.
But I'm sure that, the guys are ready to go. And, we just talked about kind of what some of the expectations for the day were and make sure that they were ready to go.
All right, well, best of luck tonight, and let's hope we get a W.
Let's do it. Go Pios.
Right. That's right. That's Coach Andy Waddle. Stay with us. We'll be back with the kickoff right here on CAS 45. The kickoff's coming up next.
At Marietta College, we believe if something is worth doing, you should do it with every ounce of your being. Our students are pioneers, and they're committed to getting the most out of their college experience. They seek experiences beyond their classes or their major, and we have more than 50. A Marietta College student wants to write and direct a campus play, score the game-winning basket, and complete a serious research project with their professor. We know Marietta College isn't for everyone, but it might be the perfect fit for you. Learn more today at marietta.edu.
Want to take your business to the next level? Sir Speedy is your one-stop shop for your signage needs. Whether it's windows, walls, floors and doors, even vehicles. With Sir Speedy, you'll collaborate with our professionals who know the ins and outs of signage and how to integrate them into your overall marketing strategy. Plus, they'll deliver and install your new sign. No job is too big or too small. With their state-of-the-art equipment and new expanded location, great ideas happen. Sir Speedy, SirSpeedyWV.com.
My dream has always been to become a certified medical assistant and to be able to work at Marietta Memorial Hospital through their facilities. The Washington County Career Center made that happen by teaching me all the things that I needed to learn, helping me with my placement. The instructors were outstanding, and they just with helping me through school and some of the life things that I faced during that time. If you have any goals or dreams that you would like to obtain, don't hesitate to reach out to the Career Center for some guidance and help.
The Career Center, hands-on training that works.
I am a courtesy driver for Matheny Motors, and I had shortness of breath, went to my family doctor, and he referred me to a Dr. Mason. I had 97% blockage in my main arteries, and I had 10 blockages. Having the surgery at WVU Medicine at Canham Clark was a blessing. It's the finest staff I could ever imagine. And Dr. Cousins is very professional, and I recommend if you're going to have open heart surgery, this is the place to go.
Check 1, 2, check. And a very pleasant good afternoon again. Welcome to Marietta College here on the campus of Marietta College at Don Drum Stadium. Brian Noss bringing you Marietta College football, brought to you by Sir Speedy in Parkersburg on CAS 45. Glad to have you along with us here this afternoon. It is going to be, I'll just tell you right now, a cold, wet, and dreary day here in Marietta, as it is most of the eastern part of the country, the mid-Atlantic part of the country, as we are dealing with the effects of Hurricane Ian. And certainly our thoughts and our prayers are with the folks in Puerto Rico and in Florida and in South Carolina and all up through the coast there, Myrtle Beach, where this devastating hurricane just came and just leveled so many parts of those areas. And again, our thoughts and prayers are with those folks down there. And if by any chance we have folks watching that are Marietta alumni or whatever, welcome. We'll do the best job that we can to help get your mind off things. We anticipate quite a bit of a big television viewing audience here on CAS 45, and then of course on the web on pioneers.marietta.edu, simply because of this weather. Right now about 50 degrees at kickoff, and it is raining, and it's going to stay raining throughout the day. So a lot of folks probably sitting at home on their sofas watching this one, and we're glad to have you along with us here today. for this second home game of the year for the Pioneers. Teeing it up there is Dean Saris will tee it up at his 35-yard line, and back deep to receive for the Pioneers is going to be, it looks like, A.J. Lovin. But it's not going to go to him. It's going to go to Nate Hinckley. And Hinckley over the right side, out across the 25, out to the 28-yard line. That's where Marietta will set up 1st and 10. Across the front for Marietta on offense, they're going to go with Garrett French at the left tackle, Joe Rutherford, the left guard, Seth Wallace at center. David Bush is going to be at the right guard position. Right tackle is Rayshawn Stewart. Tight end is Derek Witzberger. Wide receivers are Nate Hinckley, Dre Baldwin, and Evan Gandy. And the backfield, Bryce Agnew, the running back, last week's OAC Player of the Week, and Connor Vierstra is your quarterback for the Pioneers. Play action. Vierstra wants to go, and he's got a man down the left side. That's going to be caught. And that is going to be Dawson Snyder on the reception. Looked like Snyder may have pushed off there a little bit, but no call from the official. We'll take it as Marietta with a big gain on their first offensive play. 1st and 10 Pioneers. $22 yards on the pickup. 1st and 10 right at midfield. The give is to Agnew over the left side. Agnew fights his way ahead for about 9 yards, and a nice off-tackle run for Bryce Agnew over the left side, and the Pioneers get 9 more on their second play. It'll be 2nd down and 1. Marietta with 4 wide receivers. Now they'll send the tight end in motion. Little screen pass over to the right side. That's Agnew, and he's going to get maybe a half a yard, and that's going to be it. Agnew coming out of the backfield. It'll bring up 3rd down and a short 1 for the Pioneers. Across the front for Baldwin Wallace is Jordan Smith, Frank Sukup, Grant Davis, and Caden Vianacourt. Those are your front 4. Agnew left side again. He'll have the 1st down. First man to miss is Mason Lavasseur, and he missed, but not enough before Marietta got that 1st down. So the Pioneers continue to move the football. First and 10, Marietta. The ball at the 36-yard line of BW. Handoff. Agnew, right side. He's got a little bit of a hole. And pulled down by Dylan O'Donohue. Pickup of 9 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 1. Again, another healthy dose of Agnew over the right side, and another 1st down for Marietta. So Bryce Agnew picking up where he left off last week with 155 yards in that win on the road last week. And he is having a time of it here in this first possession. 12:30 to go on a running clock here in the first quarter. No score, we're just underway. Two wide receivers to the left. Witzberger, the tight end, to the right. Actually a double tight end set. Vierstra under pressure. He needs to tuck that football, and he does. And he's going to get thrown back for quite the loss, back to the 28-yard line. Vierstra with shades of, and if you're watching, buddy, I'm sorry, with shades of Darian Fields. He always used to scare the daylights out of me when he would scramble with that football and he was in trouble. I kept wanting him to tuck it, and he would kind of like hold the ball out away from his body. But and he knows it. I would talk to him about it. But Darian having a good time coaching high school football up in Pennsylvania. He's doing really well after being on this staff for a year. Swing pass to Agnew over on the right side, and he'll fall ahead for just a couple of yards down to about the 26-yard line, and that's going to bring up a third and a bunch. They've got to get down to the 11-yard line for a first down. Third and 15 for the Pioneers. And sometimes they'll run that two tight end set with Justin Mosier and also Witzberger, and we saw that on that last play. 3 wide receivers plus the tight end Witzberger off the line of scrimmage. Bierstra wants to throw. It goes over the middle, in and out of the hands. And that was intended for John Sierptowski, and he just couldn't hang on to it. So now it's going to bring up a 4th and 15, and Marietta's going to go for it. They're not messing around. They're going to keep their offense on the field, and they're going to go for it. Marietta's had great field possession this entire drive, and that sack has set them back a little bit. Play clock down to 10. Bierstra getting everything situated the way he wants it. Play clock to 5. Play clock to 3, and they get it off. Bierstra looks over the middle, and he's going to overshoot his intended receiver. He threw into double coverage there, and the pass was intended for number 1, Kyler Folker. I'm sorry, number 1, Dawson Snyder. And he just overshot it. So a nice drive by Marietta, but it stalled after that sack. And so Baldwin Wallace will take over 1st and 10. And the ball will be spotted at the 25-yard line. For Baldwin Wallace, their offense quarterback is Joey Marusik, 6'2", 215-pound junior. We'll get to the rest of the starters here in just a couple of minutes. Hand the ball off right up the middle to John Murray Jr. He's a 6'1 senior. He goes 215, and he's going to get the bulk of the carries today for that Baldwin Wallace offense. On the year, he averages 5.2 yards a carry. He scored a couple of touchdowns, 95 yards a game in 4 games. He's gained 379 yards on the season. Gain of a couple, 2nd and 8 now for the Yellow Jackets. Murray again. Murray across the 30 to the 32-yard line. Simon Schott on the stop for the Pioneers, and it'll bring up 3rd down. 2 wide receivers. Baldwin Wallace doesn't throw the ball much, I'll just tell you. They rely on that run. And this time play action. And looks like Marietta picked it off, but they were out of bounds. Tyreek Martin had the pick, but he was out of bounds. Good call by the official. And so Baldwin Wallace, led by Joey Marusik, the quarterback, goes 3 and out. So Marietta will get the ball back. Snyder is back at his 30 to receive the punt. Snyder calls for the fair catch at the 30. And he has it. Dylan Kuhlman on the punt. So Marietta will start again at the 30-yard line. Decent field position. No score in this ball game. 9:21 to go in the first quarter on a wet and cold Saturday afternoon/evening here in Marietta, Ohio. Marietta with a different look here. Shotgun formation for Veerstra. 2 men in the backfield. They give it to Agnew, and Agnew is going to be hemmed up at the 25. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They'll mark the ball at the 27-yard line. And they brought in that extra blocker right there, Zion Jackson-Wilburn, the freshman, but Baldwin Wallace was all over that one. It'll be second down. Second and 13. Veerstra hands the ball off to Agnew. Agnew right up the middle. He has a hole out to the 35-yard line. Good gain there from Bryce Agnew, getting back 7 yards, and that'll make this a very manageable third down. They're going to call it spot the ball at the 36-yard line. They have to get to the 40, so it'll be a 3rd and 4 for the Pioneers. Twin wide receivers to the top of your screen. 1 wide receiver to your bottom, and the tight end just off the line of scrimmage is Witzberger. Now they'll send Dre Baldwin out to the very top of your screen. Veerstra wants to throw. He's looking for Baldwin down the right side. No, it's not Baldwin. Pass is caught, still on his feet. That is Kyler Folkert. Big time pitch and catch from Veerstra to Folkert. And look at him trying to get out of the grass there. He had one guy to beat. And on the stop there was Alden Steele. First and goal for Marietta. Agnew, left side. Inside the 5-yard line, still on his feet. Bryce Agnew down to about the 4-yard line. It'll be second and goal from the 4 after that long pass. And you talked about, we talked with Coach Andy Waller before the game how this weather is going to affect the passing game. And so far, 2 long throws. First play of the game, and then that one from Veerstra to Folkert. And Marietta is doing a nice job throwing the football here in their first 2 possessions. Veerstra, empty set. Looks over his right side, wants to throw the ball to Folkert. Did he hang on? He did. Touchdown, Pioneers. 5 yards out to Kyler Folkert, and why not? Folkert had that long reception to set that first and goal up, and why not give it to Folkert and let him finish it off? 6-0 Marietta pending the extra point. 5-yard touchdown pass from Veerstra to Folkert. Lucas Shepard on to attempt the extra point. High snap. Shepard gets the kick up, and it is good out of the hold of Gabe Tingle. So our score, with 6:40 to go in the first, Marietta strikes first. They lead at 7-0. Stay with us. We're coming back. You're watching Marietta College football, presented by Sir Speedy Printing in Parkersburg on CAS 45.
Want to take your business to the next level? Sir Speedy is your one-stop shop for your signage needs. Whether it's windows, walls, floors, and doors, even vehicles. With Sir Speedy, you'll collaborate with our professionals who know the ins and outs of signage and how to integrate them into your overall marketing strategy. Plus, they'll deliver and install your new sign. No job is too big or too small. With their state-of-the-art equipment and new expanded location, great ideas happen. Sir Speedy, SirSpeedyWV.com.
At Marietta College, we believe if something is worth doing, you should do it with every ounce of your being. Our students are pioneers, and they're committed to getting the most out of their college experience. They seek experiences beyond their classes or their major, and we have more than 50. A Marietta College student wants to write and direct a campus play, score the game-winning basket, and complete a serious research project with their professor. We know Marietta College isn't for everyone, but it might be the perfect fit for you. Learn more today at marietta.edu.
Welcome back to Marietta. Our score, Pioneers 7 And Baldwin Wallace, nothing. And the kickoff goes to Mikel Love. And Love is leveled at the 24-yard line. Mikel Love with a good return out to the 24. That scoring drive, by the way, 5 plays, 70 yards, and it took 2 minutes and 35 seconds off the clock. Dawson Snyder, a 4-yard pass from Connor Veerstra. And I think I said Kyler Folkert. I was mistaken. It's my fault. I got a couple of things confused there, but it was Dawson Snyder on the touchdown. My apologies. Marusek rolling to the left, and a nice hit. Way over there was Mr. Everything, Drake Newberger. Newberger, a former player of the week from the OAC. Sack leader on this ball club and in the conference. Loss of 1 on the play, or gain of 1 rather. It's 2nd and 9. Hand off to Murray. Left side, Murray has a hole, and he's stutter stepping out across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So a nice pickup there. About 7 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 2, a long one. Third and 1 for BW. 2 wide receivers, and they give it to Murray. Up the middle, he's got first down yardage and more. He is drugged down by Malik Greer. But not before gaining a bunch for a first down. The ball out to the 43-yard line. So 1st and 10, Baldwin Wallace. Their first down of the game, I believe. Elijah Arnett on the reception. I was looking back at Marusek because he took a shot when he threw that ball, and it was right in front of the official, but it was not a late hit. It was a totally legit hit. And Marusek able to get up and move on. So another first down for B-Dub. And they've crossed into Pioneer territory for the first time. John Murray, again the ball carrier, right side. And he is taken down and run out of bounds. Brady McManaway on the stop there, the freshman, number 41 for the Pioneers. Gain of 5 on the play, and Baldwin Wallace settling into a rhythm now and moving the football. Now 4 wide receivers. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Marusek wants to throw. Straight drop. Looks right, throws right. In and out of the hands of number 13, Elijah Arnett. It'll be 3rd down. Arnett, 13 catches for 160 yards coming into this ball game. Averages 12.3 a catch. He's already caught one for a first down on this drive. And they give it to John Murray up the middle. Murray has the first down. Murray on the year coming into this ball game, 73 carries for 379 yards and a couple of touchdowns. He averages 5.2 yards a carry and 95 yards a game, and he is doing his part on this drive for sure. .333 on a running clock in the first quarter. Marietta leads at 7-0, but Baldwin Wallace is driving. Play action. Marusek wants to throw, has a man, and it is picked off. Jalen Kiero Gordon with the interception, and that is what you call a drive killer, folks. That pass just a little bit overthrown, and I'll tell you, we didn't have much of a time to talk about this, but Marusek has thrown 5 touchdown passes on the year, but that is his 6th interception. So Marietta will start 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. Veerstra wants to throw over the middle, has a man, pass is caught. And the rain, as you can see, is really starting to pump down now. John Sierptowski on the reception. Gain of about 8.5 on the play. We'll call it 2nd and 1. Veerstra out of the shotgun. Sidecar is Bryce Agnew. 3 wide receivers in the pattern. Veerstra wants to pass it over to the right side, and he does. And that is Dawson Snyder. Snyder on the reception. Again, I apologize earlier for saying Folkert. A lot of times these college teams, they all do it nowadays. They have an offensive number and a defensive number, and I just wasn't paying attention, so my bad. Bunch formation now for the Pioneers on the left side of the line. Agnew over the right side. Nice haul for Bryce Agnew as he gets out to the 35-yard line, and we're inside 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Pickup of 8 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 2 for the Pioneers. Dre Baldwin way to the top of your screen. Witzberger in motion. Agnew follows him over the left side. Agnew turns the corner in midfield. Bryce Agnew run out of bounds at the 42-yard line. And we have a Baldwin Wallace player down. And let's take a break. You are watching Marietta College football presented by CAS 45 and Sir Speedy Printing in Parkersburg. We're coming right back.
Murray's will replace damaged insulated residential glass and a 10-year guarantee on seals from the manufacturer. Replacement units are made right here in the USA. Murray's, your trusted source for replacement glass for 75 years.
We've got about a year under our belts now, enough certainly to know that we're very happy with the service. It was unbelievably simple, and I think within a day we were hooked up and ready to go. I'd most definitely recommend CAS Cable to any business or any individual. There haven't been any surprises, and that's a good thing when you're in business. I'm Jim Staley from Staley Law and Mediation, and I'm happy to be a CAS customer.
So the injured player, Zach Zool, is up and off the field under his own power. There was a blindside block by Marietta, and it's a spot foul. So that negates that really nice play and pushes the Pioneers all the way back. Now the line of scrimmage is the 24. Dawson in motion, coming towards you. Veerstra hands the ball off to Agnew, and Bryce Agnew across 25 out to the 26-yard line. Inside a minute now to go in the first quarter. Marietta leads it 7-0 on a 5-yard touchdown pass to Dawson Snyder. Third and 11 for the Pioneers. Bierstra under pressure. He's going to go down. And that's the second time that Baldwin Wallace has gotten to Connor Bierstra, and Marietta is going to have to punt. That's going to be the last play of this first quarter. As they'll flip ends of the stadium, we will take a break and come back. I want to remind you, you're watching Marietta College football presented by Sir Speedy in Parkersburg on CAS 45. Stay with us. We're coming right back. Back to live action here at Don Drum. Marietta punts from deep in their own side of the field. Leading 7-0 as we start the second quarter. And a nice punt by the Pioneers. There is a flag, however. I'm not sure. So they're going to call that on Marietta for an illegal formation. And that'll give, it's a 5-yard penalty. That'll give Baldwin Wallace field position at Marietta's 45 to start the second quarter. John Murray Jr., the ball carrier, and he plants and slips. He's going to lose maybe 2 yards. And you got to think, man, even though we're playing on turf, turf gets wet just like grass does, and it's hard when you plant. I don't care what kind of cleats you're wearing. Loss of 2, 2nd and 12. 4 wide receivers for the Yellow Jackets, and there's a flag on the play. This will be a free play for BW as they throw it down the left side. And the ball is picked off again by Marietta, but it's coming back. That's 3 balls that Marusek has thrown that Marietta has picked off. Only one of them counted because the other 2 were out of bounds, and that one was a free play because Marietta was offside. Get the official call from the white hat. They're going to call that offside on Malik Melton. 5-yard penalty, so it'll bring up a 2nd and we'll call it about 7. Marusek over the mid or over the left side. Pass is caught. Darius Stokes, the reception there was Stokes with his 10th catch of the year. Coming in, he was 9 catches for 188 yards with 1 touchdown, averaging 21 yards a catch. That one good enough for a first down for the Yellow Jackets. So 1st and 10, the ball at the Marietta 34. Marusek is, it's not Marusek right now. Actually, it's Reese Waymer is in the ball game. You know, Waymer is a wide receiver, but he's also the backup quarterback at times, and so he takes that snap, and Marusek comes back into the ball game. Waymer is the backup listed on the depth chart. Loss of a couple on the play. It'll be 2nd and 12. Murray over the left side, crosses the 30, but he has stood up. Nice job there by Marietta's Brady McManaway, the freshman. McManaway stood him right up after he crossed the 30. Brings up a 3rd down. Ball just inside the 30, right on the 29-yard line. Again, a light crowd today on both sides. Everybody's got umbrellas, and I can't blame them. Murray, right side. He's going to be short of the first down. Nice job by the left side of that Marietta defense. Super job. Of course, across the front, Malik Melton, Simon Schott, Chance Knight, and Drake Newberger. And, man, they did their job right there. B-Dub going for it. They've got to get 5, and they drew Marietta offside. Flag on the play. Now, they stopped this play. Question is, was he drawn offsides? If it was offsides, why didn't they let the play go? Here's the call. False start, Baldwin Wallace. That's a killer. That'll go to 4th and 10 now. They had a 4th and 5 and tried to draw Marietta off, but in the process of doing that, one of their linemen jumped. And so BW now will have a 4th and 10 from the 34. Four wide receivers in the set. 3 to the bottom, 1 to the top. John Murray Jr. in the backfield. Marusek, straight drop, wants to throw, and he's wrapped up. The ball is loose. It's going to be Marietta's ball, turning over on downs anyhow. But right there, I'll tell you, right through, Chance Knight came in from that left defensive end position, knocked the ball loose. Baldwin Wallace recovered, but it didn't matter because it was 4th down, so it's a turnover on downs. And nice play by Chance Knight right there. So a turnover on downs for the Pioneers, and they will set up shop in excellent field position at the 40-yard line, their own 40-yard line. Marietta leading it 7-0. Agnew up the middle over the left side. About a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 9. 10:57 on a running clock. Bunch formation for the Pioneers on the left side of the line. And hang on a second. Marietta wants to take a timeout and talk about it. We'll take one as well. You're watching Marietta College football presented by Sir Speedy Printing in Parkersburg on CAS 45.
Inflation is affecting the price of nearly everything. Gas prices are going up almost every day. Going to the grocery store gets more and more expensive. But the cost of services from CAS Cable won't go up. Don't fall for those low introductory rates some companies offer. They can nearly double in less than a year. Don't get stuck paying more for less. Call CAS Cable today and know that what you pay for TV, internet, and home phone service won't break the bank down the road. Find out what we can do for you at cascable.com.
Welcome back to Don Drum Stadium on the campus of Marietta College. Brian Noss bringing you Pioneer Football on CAS 45, presented by Sir Speedy Printing in Parkersburg. Glad to have you along, whether you're watching on CAS 45, whether you're watching on Facebook, or pioneers.marietta.edu. I know we have a lot of folks watching today just because of the lovely weather we're having here in Marietta, Ohio. 2nd and 9 now for the Pioneers. Veerstra. Shotgun with Agnew to his right. And they give it to Bryce Agnew running right at you. Agnew across the 40 to the 42. And that's about as far as they'll go. A little extracurricular shoving going on down there, but officials separated. Gain of 1 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 8 now for Marietta. They have yet to throw the ball on this drive. They're all runs so far.
That's a barge.
Again, bunch formation to the left side of the line. Agnew in the backfield. Bierstro wants to throw. Now he'll step up. Now he's going to be dropped. Just hung on to that ball a little too long, looking for Dre Baldwin down the left side of the field, but Baldwin was covered. Nice job on the coverage there by Anthony Kendall for the Yellow Jackets, and Marietta is going to have to punt. First punt of the ball game for the Pioneers coming up.
I don't think the hard stuff's going to come down for a while.
Actually, check that. It'll be the second punt of the game. Oh, it's the first punt. I was right the first time. Flag down. Marietta bounce inside the 30, but let's go back. There's a flag at the 42-yard line, so we'll see what that call is. Right now the ball is spotted at the 29. No signal yet from the official. Here it comes. They're going to call an illegal formation on Marietta. So that will be added on to where the spot is. So it will be 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line instead of the 29 for Baldwin Wallace. Hey, invite you to stay with us. Coming up at halftime, I am very excited to talk to the president of Marietta College, Dr. William Rood. What a great dude, man, and I'm looking forward to talking to him coming up here at halftime to find out the latest happenings at Marietta College. John Murray Jr., the ball carrier, he gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Nice job by Marietta's defense. Jake Visnick in on the stop, number 45. Excuse me. Malik Melton also on the stop for Marietta. 2nd and 10 for Baldwin Wallace. 4 wide receivers, 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. And Marusek wants to throw left side. He's got a man wide open. Nice catch. Pass is caught by Andrew Bortz. And Bortz, the senior, ball led him a little bit. He had to dive for it. But a big gain for the Yellow Jackets into Marietta territory, down to the 44-yard line. And new running back in the backfield is Victor Ford Jr. with his 26th carry of the year. He averages 4.8 yards a carry.
Well, they should be on, they were on battery.
Ford Jr. stays in the game. Now he'll come up to be right behind Marusek. And they give it to Ford Jr., and he's going to be stood up right at the 41-yard line. Newberger in on the stop right away. And it'll make it about a 3rd and 7 at this point.
You can watch your power supplies. You can call Andy, and he can put them on generator if we have to. But those ones, I wouldn't be real worried because they're not going to have power.
Marusek wants to throw left side. He's got a man, and they're going to say that he pulled it in at the 28-yard line. Nice catch right there from Elijah Arnett, the senior. He had one place to throw it, and that was right there over his shoulder as he was headed out of bounds. And Kiero Gordon could not do anything about it. That was a good throw by Marusek. Murray Jr. back into the ball game. They give it to Murray Jr. again, and he's going to be hung up by Newberger. Big loss. And Drake Newberger does more than just sack the quarterback. He gets after it. Give him a loss of about 5 on the play back to the 34-yard line. 2nd and 15 for Baldwin Wallace. Joey Marusek in the shotgun. 2-step drop, goes down the right side, looking for Arnett. He's got it. Touchdown, Baldwin Wallace. And he out-jumped Jalen Kiero Gordon. Again, another perfect throw. Look at it here again. Gordon is all over him, but Arnett just had about a step on him, enough to jump over top of Gordon and haul it down. So 34 yards on the pitch and catch, and the Yellow Jackets are a kick away from tying this ball game with 5:41 to go here in the first. High snap. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So Dean Sarris sends it through, so with 5:41 to go in the first half, it's knotted up at 7. We'll take a break, and we're coming back. You're watching Marietta College football presented by Sir Speedy Printing in Parkersburg, CAS 45.
Murray's will replace damaged insulated residential glass and a 10-year guarantee on seals from the manufacturer. Replacement units are made right here in the USA. Murray's, your trusted source for replacement glass for 75 years.
Welcome back to Don Drum Stadium. On the campus of Marietta College, rain really starting to come down now. As Baldwin Wallace has just tied this football game with 5:41 to go in the first half. It is now 7-7. Back deep for the Pioneers, number 18, A.J. Lovin, and also number 2, Nate Hinckley. And Lovin lost the handle, and looks like B-Dub has it back, and they do. Big turnover.
That is the second straight turnover. I mean, that's the second straight week.
Wow. Hinckley, sorry, with the return. And Nate Hinckley coughs it up, and BW has excellent field position to try to put it in again. Scoring drive, Elijah Arnett, a 34-yard touchdown pass from Joey Marusik. Cirrus with the extra point, and it took 3:10 off the clock, 7 plays, 66 yards. And this sucker is tied up, but Baldwin Wallace with a huge, huge turnover right there. Marietta's first turnover of the ball game, and we'll see if they can keep Baldwin Wallace off of the scoreboard. Intercepted in the end zone by Marietta. Wow, that ball was tipped, I believe. Let's look at it again. Marusik rolls right. And it's in and out of the hands of Arnett. Arnett was all by himself, albeit a couple of steps in the end zone, and Marietta gets it right back. Man, nice camera work there from our crew, who incidentally, in case you haven't figured this out already, are standing out in the pouring down rain to bring you guys these great shots. So hats off to our camera crew. We really appreciate the work that they're doing on this rainy night in Marietta. Two tight ends for the Pioneers, 2 wide receivers. They give it to Agnew, left side, trying to follow the block of his tight end. Agnew across the 20, maybe a 3-yard gain. And I'll tell you, I like the way Bryce holds on to that football, because you can see how wet it is and how hard it's raining. And you know that Andy Waddle is talking to Hinckley after that kickoff return that he fumbled. Luckily, Marietta got it right back. 3 wide receivers plus a tight end is Witzberger on the left side of the line. Agnew right up the gut. Bryce Agnew fights across the 25, out across the 30. It's going to be a first down, Marietta. Another tight end checks in. That's Justin Mosier into the ball game. He replaces wide receiver John Siruptowski. So now 2 tight ends on the right side of the line, Witzberger and Mosier. Agnew up the middle, out to the 35-yard line. About a 4-yard gain for Agnew. And they continue to chew clock. Marietta with 2 timeouts remaining. Baldwin Wallace with 3. Gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 6 for Marietta. I'll be interested to see how many yards Agnew has coming up here at halftime. Hopefully he can add a bunch before we get there. Agnew right side. Gain of about 1 across the 35 out to the 36-yard line. Clock continues to tick at 3:15 to go now in the first half. Again, I invite you to stick around. At halftime, I will be talking to the president of Marietta College, Dr. Bill Rood. And Baldwin Wallace wants to talk about it. 3:07 to go, and we'll keep it right here as we talk about things that are going on around. I think this is the latest game on the schedule for the OAC today. They've got a full slate of games that are taking place today. John Carroll was really putting it on Wilmington in that ball game. Muskingum was at Heidelberg today. Mount Union at Ohio Northern. Capital at Otterbein. And then we're the late game today here in Marietta, as this one, as you know, got underway at 5 o'clock. And whether it's raining or it's not, Marietta cheerleaders and dance team going to give you all they got in the pouring down rain. We appreciate them as well. So out of the timeout, it'll be 3rd and 5 for the Pioneers. Twin wide receivers to the bottom of your screen. Witzberger is your tight end, and then one receiver to the top of the pattern. Bierstra wants to throw, steps up, is going to get hit, and the pass is in and out of the hands of Witzberger. Derek Witzberger, the intended receiver, and Bierstra took a little bit of a shot, but not too bad. 4th and 5, Marietta's got a punt. So they avoided disaster on the turnover, but they couldn't take advantage of their own turnover, as Marusek threw his 2nd interception of the game. 2nd legit interception of the game. One of them was out of bounds and the other one had a flag on it. So he's actually thrown about 3 today. Baldwin Wallace bringing the heat on the punt, but they get it away, and Vinny LeMayo calls for a fair catch at the 37-yard line. So B-Dub will take over with 2:56 to go in the ball game. They're in the first half, rather. And you know that Baldwin Wallace is capable of doing it. A couple of long passes from Marusek today. Murray Jr. over the right side. First down for Baldwin Wallace, and they're quickly to the line as the clock continues to run. The Yellow Jackets do have 2 timeouts, as well as Marietta. Murray Jr. again, right side. Man, he's got all kinds of running room. Just kind of stutter steps, go for 10 yards. Another first down for Baldwin Wallace. 2 plays on this drive, 2 first downs. Marusek, shotgun, right side, has a man, that's Arnett. Arnett right in front of the Marietta bench at the 32-yard line. Kiero Gordon on the stop, that's another first down for the Yellow Jackets. Inside 2 minutes. John Murray Jr. crosses the 30 down to the 28-yard line. Ground and pound right now for Baldwin Wallace. Second and 8 now for the Yellow Jackets. Murray Jr., the ball carrier, left side, and he is nice ankle tackle right there by Anthony Sabatino. So it's 3rd and 8 now for Baldwin Wallace. Definitely 4-down territory here. And Arnett is at the bottom of your screen. Marietta's going to have to watch him. Tyreek Martin is one-on-one with him. LeMayo wants to throw left side, and he does. First down. Darius Stokes on the reception. And the sticks move again. 45 seconds on the clock. Clock stopped at 42. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left side of the formation. And they'll go one-on-one left into the end zone for Stokes, and he couldn't hang on. Kiero Gordon on the defense. Stokes had him beat. But I can't imagine how wet that football is at this point. Clock stopped at 37. 2nd and 10.
Hank Hill?
Marusik, shotgun, takes a hit, gets the pass off to Stokes, and Stokes has it down to the 13-yard line, but Marusik took a huge hit. Baldwin Wallace calls a timeout, and I believe that blitz came from Sabatino. We'll keep it right here, but Anthony Sabatino came in from his linebacker position and just leveled Joey Marusik, but not before he could get the pass off complete to Darius Stokes. Stokes coming into the ball game, 9 catches for 188 yards and a touchdown, averaging 21 yards per catch. And Stokes making his presence felt on this drive. So it'll be a 3rd and 5 out of the timeout. 29 seconds to go here in the first half. Marusik, straight drop, over the middle, has a man wide open. Busted coverage there from Marietta. Tim Conwell on the reception, his 2nd touchdown of the year. And Marusik took a shot just as he let the pass go, and he is down.
Sounds like a helicopter.
And I don't know if he got the wind knocked out of him or what. But he was really hit hard as he let the ball go. Let's look at it one more time and see. I'm not sure. The blitz is coming. Watch right there. Yeah, I couldn't see who got him on the blitz. It may have been McManaway. I think it was 41.
Whatever this is going now.
But Marusik is up and off the field. He'll enjoy that halftime coming up here in a couple of seconds. And on to attempt the extra point is Dean Saris. So broken coverage there for the Pioneers as they let Tim Conwell, the freshman, get wide open over the middle. And so with 24 seconds left to go in the first half, Baldwin Wallace takes the lead and the momentum going into the locker room. So Andy Waddle's got his work cut out for him coming up here at halftime to talk these guys through. Again, stick around, guys. Coming up, one of the classiest guys you'll ever meet, Dr. Bill Rude, a president of Marietta College, is kind enough to give me a couple of minutes of his time. You know, I love the guy because he popped it, you know, just because he's so hands-on, right? So he pops his head into the visiting coach's box, welcomes them to Marietta College, wishes them luck. He's helping set up the food in the president's suite. Just a cool dude all the way around, and we'll get to talk to him, find out the latest happenings going on with Marietta College coming up here at the half. We're going to take a break when we get to halftime, and then we'll come back and talk with Dr. Rude coming up. So Saris has it teed up at the 35-yard line, and Marietta 3 back now to receive it. High end-over-end kick. And it's Dawson Snyder coming at it over the left side. Snyder crosses the 35 out to the 37-yard line. So Marietta will have the opportunity here for maybe a couple of plays as Snyder gives them a chance. I mean, it's not like they're way deep in their territory. Snyder does a super job of getting the ball out across the 35, so the line of scrimmage will set up at the 37-yard line. Then the Pioneers will have 16 seconds and 2 timeouts to do something with it. We're going to see 3 wide receivers in the pattern, 2 to the top, 1 at the bottom, and then your tight end down at the bottom of the screen. Play action, pass over the middle. It is caught by Snyder, and he was hit hard and bent back awkwardly by Alden Steele, but Snyder popped right back up, and quickly Marietta takes a timeout. Only 5 seconds off the clock on that play. So it'll be 1st and 10 Pioneers. The ball is going to be spotted just inside the 50-yard line at the 49, and Marietta will have 11 seconds and 1 timeout now to get the ball down the field. They trail it 14-7. Brian Nost on CAS 45 flying solo today. Tom Perry had a conflict with this late start at 5 o'clock, so you're stuck with me. Next broadcast for Marietta College football will be homecoming on October 15th versus Wilmington, and you luck out again because I will not be here for that. I'll be out of town that weekend, so you'll have someone else calling the play-by-play action. First down, Marietta, 11 seconds to go in the first half. They trail it 14-7. Veerstra in the shotgun, and the sidecar, as always, is Bryce Agnew. They're going to call a false start on Marietta. So Dre Baldwin twitched on the line of scrimmage, and that was enough to draw a flag. So that'll push the ball back 5 yards, 1st and 15 from the 44. We're not worried about first down yardage here. We need to get the ball into field goal territory. Veerstra throws it over the middle. Pass is caught. Nice job there by Dawson Snyder. Close to the first down yardage. He's going to be marked down at the 40, and quickly Marietta calls a timeout with 5 seconds to go. The next sports broadcast for CAS 45 is Friday, October 7th. That is 1 week from yesterday. High school football, South Charleston comes to town to take on the Big Reds of Parkersburg. And so you can catch all the action on CAS 45 next Friday from Stadium Field in Parkersburg. Also got to thank Jeremiah's Coffee House today for feeding the entire crew here at Don Drum Stadium. And these guys have been here since 1 o'clock, again, setting up in the rain and doing all kinds of work behind the scenes so that you guys can have a quality broadcast to sit in your warm homes and watch it. So hats off to our crew, and thanks again to Jeremiah's Coffee House for feeding the folks in the truck and the camera people on the roof and in the end zone. So this should be about it here. 2nd and 1, but again, a first down doesn't matter. We need to get the ball in the end zone. Trips to the right, 1 to the bottom. Veerstra going to let her rip. And it's going to be short, bounce around. Almost. Almost caught. And that's the way the first half is going to go. Our score: Jackets 14, Marietta 7. Stay with us. We're coming up on halftime, and we're going to talk to Dr. Bill Rood when we come back. You're watching Marietta College football on CAS 45, presented by Sir Speedy Printing in Parkersburg. We're coming right back. Stay with us.
Want to take your business to the next level? Sir Speedy is your one-stop shop for your signage needs. Whether it's windows, walls, floors and doors, even vehicles. With Sir Speedy, you'll collaborate with our professionals who know the ins and outs of signage and how to integrate them into your overall marketing strategy. Plus, they'll deliver and install your new sign. No job is too big or too small. With their state-of-the-art equipment and new expanded location, great ideas happen. Sir Speedy, SirSpeedyWV.com.
At Marietta College, we believe if something is worth doing, you should do it with every ounce of your being. Our students are pioneers and they're committed to getting the most out of their college experience. They seek experiences beyond their classes or their major, and we have more than 50. A Marietta College student wants to write and direct a campus play, score the game-winning basket, and complete a serious research project with their professor. We know Marietta College isn't for everyone, but it might be the perfect fit for you. Learn more today at marietta.edu.
I am a courtesy driver for Matheny Motors, and I had shortness of breath. Went to my family doctor, and he referred me to a Dr. Mason. I had 97% blockage in my main arteries, and I had 10 blockages. Having the surgery at WVU Medicine at Camden Clark was a blessing. It's the finest staff I could ever imagine. And Dr. Cousins is very professional, and I recommend if you're going to have open heart surgery, this is the place to go.
I've been a CAS customer at home for over 2 years, and with that experience and dependability, I decided I needed it really bad here at my salon. I had a great experience with CAS, not so much with the other company. It's less expensive, and like I say, if we have a problem, we know we can call right down the road and get immediate response. I'm John Six. I'm with John Six Hair Company, and we are happy to be a CAS customer.
Welcome back to the campus of Marietta College. I'm Brian Austin, joined right now with one of the coolest guys you ever want to meet, Dr. Bill Rood. And Mr. President, thanks for taking time to be with us today. Your assessment of the first half.
Oh, wow. Pouring rain, pretty even up, a lot of chances both ways.
Yeah, not exactly the way we wanted it to go in the first half. I mean, they just didn't they didn't exactly they lost momentum there, right, in the second half, or in the latter part of that first half, and that touchdown kind of killed us. But hopefully in the second half we can come back.
Oh yeah, we had a lot of momentum, and we did well at the end here. I mean, almost got still can't hear me. Almost got a Hail Mary, a little tip drill down there, but yeah, it's a good game. Playing in the rain. Not playing in the rain. So yeah, we look good. I mean, we look good coming after them, and they should have been a little bit better than they were. Playing 14-7 isn't bad.
It's not too bad, and I tell you, a lot of good things happening in and around Marietta College, and what I want to have you do is just talk about that a little bit. Tell us what the latest and greatest things are going on around campus.
Well, the latest and greatest thing is that we just beat before this game. We beat Baldwin Wallace women's soccer 1-0. I think it's the first time in 4 or 5 years. A lot of stuff going on academically. We came in ahead of our enrollment projections, and we're excited about that. We just got a grant in partnership with Ohio University, Intel. $65,000 a year for the next 3 years to help with internships, curriculum for physics, and other things. So that's exciting. And, of course, the big news in town is we're partnered with Southeast Ohio Port Authority, the city, the county, with $1 million planning grant to build a intermodal transportation corridor for the community that will hopefully result in $25 million down the road.
That's exciting stuff going on. And, how has the campus evolved? And I don't want to give you a big head here, but you've done a lot for this school since you and your wife have been here. Well, what are some of the things that you're most proud of since you took over as the president?
Well, I guess I'm most proud that it's we, not me. A lot of people that are participating. I got great faculty, great staff, great students, great VPs. I have a fantastic board of trustees. We're raising a lot of money. We're $89 million toward a $100 million goal in the capital campaign. Athletic fields, academic success, upgrading a lot of things on campus, from IT to the backbone to boilers to electrical products. and just really out there recruiting and trying to get young men and women to come to Marietta College. I'm most proud of the partnership we have with Marietta, the community. We really have changed the partnership with Washington State, the city, the county, the Southeast Ohio Port Authority, and are really working together as a community. So look out, the rest of Ohio. Washington County, we're working together, and we're out to make things happen.
First home game this year, you had the pleasure of presenting Final Four rings to the basketball team. That was pretty special to see that run last year.
Oh, yeah, that's really special. The spring, the women basketball team won their first playoff game. The men went Final Four. The guys went to the World Series for the 23rd time. So it's great exposure. It's great exposure for Marietta College. Great recruiting for us. And just really, and then we have a great fan following. Went up to Fort Wayne for the Final Four, and I think we had 1,000 fans up there. Went to the World Series in Iowa, and we had several hundred fans out there. The fine arts, the performing arts, and athletics have always been the front porch of colleges and universities, and that's very, very true here. And once we get people past that, they can see the excellence that we have in the classroom with our faculty, with our staff, and the places that we're going in the 21st century.
Man, I know that you've got folks that you want to shake hands with and spend some time with. So thank you for taking the time to talk to me, and let's go get them in the second half.
All right, thanks, Brian. Go Pioneers.
All right, that's Dr. Bill Ruud, the president of Marietta College. We appreciate his time, and we will go back to our action here just after a few commercials. Our score right now is Baldwin Wallace 14, Marietta 7. You're watching Marietta College football presented by Sir Speedy Printing in Parkersburg on CAS 45. Stay with us.
Honest Fred's Flooring, your home for quality flooring at a fair price. We know shopping for flooring can be stressful, so you can count on us for an honest deal and a stress-free shopping experience. Whatever your flooring needs, rest assured we have the flooring that's right for your lifestyle. And Honest Fred's is with you every step of the way, from consultation to installation. You'll get the flooring you want, the service you need, and the value you deserve. Shop Honest Fred's, Parkersburg, Marietta, and Spencer, or visit us online at honestfreds.com.
To a kid, 60 years may seem old, but at Morrison Incorporated, that's a milestone we're happy to mark. Hi, I'm David Haas. Looking back at our last 60 years, we celebrate a track record of successfully serving our customers' HVAC needs. We're proud of supporting organizations and events in our community. And as we look to our next 60 years, we'll continue putting people first, honoring our guarantee of professional service and always safeguarding the welfare of our customers and crews. Morrison Incorporated, always ready for the next 60 years.
Many of our members value the local connection, and CAS Cable is a local business. There was no interruption. I had no problem with our internet. Everything was smooth because we do depend on internet communication here. I don't worry about my service here because I know when I call someone, I'm going to get someone. So we highly value CAS Cable here at the Chamber. I'm Karen Waller. I'm the Executive Director here at Belpre Area Chamber of Commerce, and we are thrilled and happy to be a CAS Cable customer.
When I was 15 years old, my dad had to have open heart surgery. Now 20 years later, we have a top tier program right here at W Medicine Camden Clark. We're able to do those types of surgeries. I had a recent experience where a loved one had surgery here, and it was interesting to be on the other side, and the staff here gave very personal care. I don't know why anyone would want to travel hours away to have surgery that they can have top-notch surgery done here.
Need a job or just looking for a change? Move Staffing can help. From entry level to executive, we will find you a position that best suits your skills and experience. These are great paying, permanent positions. Let us find the perfect career for you. We do it all at no cost for job seekers. We're locally owned and operated with a staff that has been here since day one. Voted the best staffing agency in the Mid-Ohio Valley 3 years in a row. Stop by and see us in Marietta, Vienna, or Cambridge, or call today. It's time to make the move.
Reliable products from Bryant. Unmatched service from Morrison Incorporated. Hi, I'm David Haas. We're the 1-2 punch you need this winter to deal with high energy costs. A high-efficiency furnace from Bryant, installed by the most trusted name in home comfort, will save you serious money down the road. Choosing who designs and installs your system makes a real difference in both efficiency and long-term performance. Put your trust in us. Nobody has more experience, and we're always ready. Morrison Incorporated in Bryant, whatever it takes.
Murray's will replace damaged insulated residential glass and a 10-year guarantee on seals from the manufacturer. Replacement units are made right here in the USA. Murray's, your trusted source for replacement glass for 75 years.
We've got about a year under our belts now, enough certainly to know that we're very happy with the service. It was unbelievably simple, and I think within a day we were hooked up and ready to go. I'd most definitely recommend CAS Cable to any business or any individual. There haven't been any surprises, and that's a good thing when you're in business. I'm Jim Staley from Staley Law and Mediation, and I'm happy to be a CAS customer.
Murray's, the area's exclusive Opti-AIM certified ADAS recalibration center, will replace your damaged windshield to OEM specifications. Get back on the road knowing the job was done right. Contact Murray's, your ADAS recalibration professionals.
My name is Rachel Cunningham. I am the service line coordinator for the Open Heart program here at Camden Clark Medical Center. We treat all of our patients like family. We look at them as people that we've known our entire life, even if we've just met them for the first time that day. It is a privilege to get to work with Dr. Cousins. We love working with him. We love working together. I can't think of a better place to go and have open heart surgery than WVU Medicine. We provide a very specialized care, and our outcomes are exceptional.
Have you heard what happened to those with curious minds? They packed up, broke free of conventions. These prospectors of knowledge are blazing a new trail, joining the long line of those who sought adventure and prepared for anything. This is the time. This is the place. Bring forth a pioneer.
Rejuvenation Laser and Skin Center introduces our new Virtue RF microneedling machine. It can deliver energy at different depths to promote the collagen and elastin that tighten and lift the skin. Several areas can be addressed in a single session. Call today and schedule a free consultation.
Inflation is affecting the price of nearly everything. Gas prices are going up almost every day. Going to the grocery store gets more and more expensive. But the cost of services from CAS Cable won't go up. Don't fall for those low introductory rates some companies offer. They can nearly double in less than a year. Don't get stuck paying more for less. Call CAS Cable today and know that what you pay for TV, internet, and home phone service won't break the bank down the road. Find out what we can do for you at cascable.com.
Looking for more youthful and radiant skin with no downtime? The Virtue RF microneedling machine can address acne, wrinkles, dark spots, eye puffiness, and cellulite. Call Rejuvenation Laser and Skin Center today and schedule your free consultation.
The area's only locally owned steakhouse and premier dining experience is now open on Sundays. Rivertown Grill, Williamstown.
My dream has always been to become a certified medical assistant and to be able to work at Marietta Memorial Hospital through their facilities. The Washington County Career Center made that happen by teaching me all the things that I needed to learn, helping me with my placement. The instructors were outstanding, and they just with helping me through school and some of the life things that I faced during that time. If you have any goals or dreams that you would like to obtain, don't hesitate to reach out to the Career Center for some guidance and help.
The Career Center, hands-on training that works.
Want to take your business to the next level? Sir Speedy is your one-stop shop for your signage needs. Whether it's windows, walls, floors and doors, even vehicles. With Sir Speedy, you'll collaborate with our professionals who know the ins and outs of signage and how to integrate them into your overall marketing strategy. Plus, they'll deliver and install your new sign. No job is too big or too small. With their state-of-the-art equipment and new expanded location, great ideas happen. Sir Speedy, SirSpeedyWV.com.
At Marietta College, we believe if something is worth doing, you should do it with every ounce of your being. Our students are pioneers and they're committed to getting the most out of their college experience. They seek experiences beyond their classes or their major, and we have more than 50. A Marietta College student wants to write and direct a campus play, score the game-winning basket, and complete a serious research project with their professor. We know Marietta College isn't for everyone, but it might be the perfect fit for you. Learn more today at marietta.edu.
I am a courtesy driver for Matheny Motors, and I had shortness of breath. Went to my family doctor, and he referred me to a Dr. Mason. I had 97% blockage in my main arteries, and I had 10 blockages. Having the surgery at WVU Medicine at Camden Clark was a blessing. It's the finest staff I could ever imagine. And Dr. Cousins is very professional, and I recommend if you're going to have open heart surgery, this is the place to go.
I've been a CAS customer at home for over 2 years, and with that experience and dependability, I decided I needed it really bad here at my salon. I had a great experience with CAS, not so much with the other company. It's less expensive, and like I say, if we have a problem, we know we can call right down the road and get immediate response. I'm John Six. I'm with John Six Hair Company, and we are happy to be a CAS customer.
Honest Fred's Flooring, your home for quality flooring at a fair price. We know shopping for flooring can be stressful, so you can count on us for an honest deal and a stress-free shopping experience. Whatever your flooring needs, rest assured we have the flooring that's right for your lifestyle. And Honest Fred's is with you every step of the way, from consultation to installation. You'll get the flooring you want, the service you need, and the value you deserve. Shop Honest Fred's, Parkersburg, Marietta, and Spencer, or visit us online at honestfreds.com.
Welcome back to Don Drum Stadium on the campus of Marietta College. Our score at the half, Baldwin Wallace 14 and Marietta 7. And Baldwin Wallace with 24 seconds left to go in that first half. Tim Conwell, a 14-yard pass from Joey Marusek, and the extra point made it 14-7, 9 plays, 63 yards on that drive. Statistics from the first half, first downs, Baldwin Wallace 12, Marietta 7. Baldwin Wallace has rushed the football 20 times for 55 yards. Marietta 19 for 56 yards. Quarterbacks are even in passing yards. BW 124 for Marusek and Bierster a 120. Total offensive yards, really close. 34 plays for 179 yards for BW. 31 plays, 176 yards for Marietta. But that score, Baldwin Wallace 14, Marietta 7. Individual statistics rushing for BW. John Murray Jr., 68 yards on 14 carries. For Marietta, Bryce Agnew, 16 carries for 73 yards, or 70 yards, excuse me, averaging 4.4 yards a carry. Marusek, as we said, was 9 of 14 for 124 yards. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions as well. Connor Bierster for Marietta, 8 for 12 for 120 yards. The 55-yarder was his long one, and 1 touchdown. Bierster's been sacked twice, both taking Marietta out of really good field position. And so Bierster needs to pay attention to that in the second half and try to get rid of it or run a little bit. Receiving for Marietta, Dawson Snyder, 6 catches for 111 yards and a touchdown. Again, that 55-yard pass was that touchdown to Snyder. John Siruptowski, 1 catch for 9 yards, and Bryce Agnew with 1 catch for no gain. For Baldwin Wallace, Elijah Arnett, 4 catches, 66 yards and a touchdown. Darius Stokes, 3 catches for 22 yards. Andrew Bortz, 1 catch for 22, and Tim Conwell, a big one. 1 for 14, and that 14 yards was good enough for a touchdown in that first period, or first half. So Marietta has turned the ball over once, but they were fortunate enough to have that not hurt them, as Baldwin Wallace turned it right around on the next play and threw an interception in the end zone. So those are our stats here for the for this first half, and we're set to go for the second half. Marietta will kick off. Auto Plus offers a wide selection of engine management products from Standard Motor Products. They've invested in improved inventory to serve you better than ever. From coils to switches to resistors, Auto Plus is what you need to get your car running right. Let Auto Plus and Standard Motor Products get you out of your garage and back to watching your hometown Pioneers. And Auto Plus bringing you the scoreboard on the bottom of your screen here. We really appreciate their help in doing that. Jordan Smith returns the kick. One of the up men. It was kind of a wobbly, sloppy kick, kind of a squib, if you want, if you will. So good field position for Baldwin Wallace. They'll start at their own 34-yard line. Rain is really coming down. So Baldwin Wallace will start with good field position. Marusik, play action. Marusik will keep it. Go around the left side and nothing doing. Nice play by Marietta's Malik Melton. Big time loss on the play. Ball all the way back now to the 27-yard line. 2nd and 17. 4 wide receivers. Pass intended for Mikkel Love. So it'll quickly be a 3rd and 17 for Baldwin Wallace. Marietta does not need to give up a big play right here. We've seen Baldwin Wallace capable of doing just that. So far, defense has made some good adjustments here at halftime. And Marusek is hit again. And again, it is number 34, Anthony Sabatino, the junior, brought the blitz. And Marusek just had to get rid of it. Pass fell incomplete. So a quick 3 and out for Baldwin Wallace. And Marietta should have decent field position to start their second half here in Marietta. And the fumble on the play. Marietta has it inside the 10-yard line. I'm telling you what, that ball is slippery. And Dylan Kuhlman just couldn't handle it. Kuhlman, the junior punter, he also does some of the kicking duties along with Dean Saris. And you saw it there on the replay. He just couldn't handle the snap. And so Marietta gets a huge break to start the second half. .14:06, we're just underway. Baldwin Wallace went 3 and out, and Marietta recovers the fumble on the punt. Veerstra, Agnew to the 5. Gain of a couple. 2nd and goal from the 5. Veerstra wants to get the play from the sideline, and he will. Agnew is the caboose in the backfield. Snyder on the right side of the line. Agnew goes right up the middle, down to the 2-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 3. I thought Forward Progress had him at the 2, but what do I know? Third and goal from the 3 now for the Pioneers. Boy, they need to punch it in here. Dre Baldwin's going to come to the bottom of the formation. He is wide left. He's one-on-one with his defender. Play action. Pass into the end zone. Touchdown, Pioneers. Tight end, Derek Witzberger, the junior. Lines up right off the line and backs his way into the end zone. And Marietta is within a point of tying this sucker up with 12:38 to go in the third quarter. Lucas Shepard on to attempt the extra point to tie the ball game. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So, with 12:38 to go in the third, Marietta takes advantage of the bad handling of the snap on the punt, and they tie this thing up. 12:38 to go in the third, and you're watching Marietta College football, presented by Sir Speedy Printing in Parkersburg on CAS 45.
Want to take your business to the next level? Sir Speedy is your one-stop shop for your signage needs. Whether it's windows, walls, floors, and doors, even vehicles. With Sir Speedy, you'll collaborate with our professionals who know the ins and outs of signage and how to integrate them into your overall marketing strategy. Plus, they'll deliver and install your new sign. No job is too big or too small. With their state-of-the-art equipment and new expanded location, great ideas happen. Sir Speedy, SirSpeedyWV.com.
Marietta ties this thing up with 12:38 to go in the third, taking advantage of another turnover from Baldwin Wallace. Just 3 plays, 8 yards, took 1 minute and 28 seconds. Marietta trying a little bit of an onside, sorta. It was just a little pooch kick. There is a flag on the play, so hold everything. Of course, the kick went out of bounds, and I think that's what the flag is all about. Yeah. So that Marietta scoring drive, 3 plays, 8 yards, and 1 minute 28 off the clock. Witzberger, a 3-yard pass from Connor Veerstra. Shepard had the extra point, so we're tied at 14. Baldwin Wallace with really good field position, starting at their own 40. Mirasek wants to throw. Novak, the intended receiver, and the pass was incomplete. It'll be second down. Mirasek and Veerstra, very similar numbers in the first half. 3 yards separating them in the passing category. Murray Jr., the ball carrier, right up the middle, and he gets a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9. Rain really coming down now. Clock continues to tick. Coming up on 12 minutes to go in the third. Marisek trying to get him drawn off sides to give him more of a manageable third down. Marietta's not biting. They flinched. They didn't break. Marisek wants to throw. He's in trouble, and he's going to go down. And a nice job by Marisek covering up that football, because he was, for lack of a better term, he was swarmed by a bunch of Pioneers. You hate to say that, Yellow Jacket swarm, you know, it's cliche. But nice job by Marietta's defense. And so back-to-back 3 and outs for Baldwin Wallace. And this time we'll see if Dylan Kuhlman can hang on to this snap and get the punt away. Last time he fumbled it. Cost him a touchdown. Kuhlman gets it away. Fair catch called for by Dawson Snyder. And Snyder will fair catch it at the 28-yard line, and we'll keep it right here. Appreciate you watching tonight on CAS 45. You might be watching on Facebook. I know a lot of folks watching on pioneers.marietta.edu, wherever you're watching. Thank you for being with us here on CAS 45. First down, Marietta. Ball is at the 23-yard line. Bierstra hands it off to Agnew, right side. Bryce Agnew across the 25 out to the 27-yard line, 26-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play. Nathan Labasir on the stop for Baldwin Wallace. 2nd and 7. Man in motion is Dawson Snyder. They give it to Agnew right side and nothing doing. And Agnew is stopped there again by Lavasier. He went backwards on that one. Loss of 1, so it'll be 3rd and 11. Three wide receivers, 2 to the bottom, 1 to the top. And they've got 1 tight end. That's Mosier. Bierster pass is complete, but for no gain. So quickly, Marietta 3 and out, as it is getting difficult to move the football. We've seen 2 3 and outs from Baldwin Wallace, and now Marietta with a 3 and out after their first possession was a 1st and goal from the 8, which they scored on. Way high snap, and Brady Wilson barely got the punt away. Out to the 43-yard line, so Baldwin Wallace is going to have excellent field position to start this drive. Super high snap. Wilson did a good job of hauling that one in. 8:54 to go in the 3rd quarter. Tie ball game. Marisek hands the ball to Murray Jr., and he is met at the line of scrimmage. Drake Newberger and Jake Vicinic on the stop for Marietta. They'll give him a yard. It's 2nd and 9. Marisek, play action, left side, has a man down the left side, and in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. That was Stokes. But Stokes had his defender beat. Looked like the ball hit off his chest and bounced straight up into the air. He wasn't able to haul it in. So 3rd and 9 for Baldwin Wallace. Trips right and one to the top of your screen for BW, and they send Arnett in motion. Mirasek wants to throw, intended down the right side. He was looking for McKill Love, and he undershot him. So Marietta does a nice job defensively. So Baldwin Wallace will have to punt again, and Dylan Kuhlman, the junior, will stand at his own 43-yard line. Dawson Snyder, number 1, standing at his 10, all by himself. Marietta's trying to bring some pressure. Kuhlman gets it off, and Snyder calls for a fair catch at the 11. 8:02 to go in the third tie ball game. We'll take a break. You're watching Marietta College football presented by Sir Speedy Printing in Parkersburg on CAS 45.
Murray's will replace damaged insulated residential glass and a 10-year guarantee on seals from the manufacturer. Replacement units are made right here in the USA. Murray's, your trusted source for replacement glass for 75 years.
Here in Marietta, Pioneers take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll start at the 11. Vierstra with Agnew behind him, and they give it to Bryce right up the middle, and Bryce will get to the 13-yard line, so a gain of 2 on the play. Rain has let up just a little, but not much. Second and 8. Two wide receivers top, one at the bottom. Tight end is Witzberger, offset off the line. Agnew comes up to be the sidecar. Screen pass is complete to Agnew to the 15, just a gain of 2 on the play, and that's it. So it'll be 3rd down already. And about 6. Marietta quickly to the line. Not allowing Baldwin Wallace to change any defensive personnel. And Baldwin Wallace wants to take a timeout and talk about it. We'll keep it right here. Again, we want to thank the folks at Jeremiah's Coffee House for feeding our crew today. And these guys can put it away, I'm telling you. So Jeremiah's Coffee House doing a super job. Also want to thank the folks at Auto Plus. They're responsible for the scoreboard that you see on your screen at the bottom of your screen. Auto Plus offers a wide selection of engine management products from Standard Motor Products. They've invested in an improved inventory to serve you better than ever. From coils to switches to resistors, Auto Plus has what you need to get your car running right. Let Auto Plus and Standard Motor Products get you out of your garage and back to watching your hometown Pioneers. Appreciate the folks at Auto Plus, a longtime supporter here of Marietta College athletics. 3rd and 6 now for the Pioneers after the Baldwin Wallace timeout. Vierstra wants Agnew to his right, and that's where he puts him. Now he wants to throw. Down the left side, overshoots his intended receiver. That pass was intended for Siriptowski, and Marietta will have to punt. So Brady Wilson hopefully will get a better snap this time. This one's about knee high. He fields it well and gets the punt off. Takes a nice Marietta bounce, and it's going to roll across the 45 up to the 46-yard line. So Baldwin Wallace still with very good field position. We'll see what they do with it this time, as they'll start from Marietta's 46-yard line. Next Marietta College broadcast will be on October the 15th. That's homecoming, as the Pioneers play host to Wilmington. You heard Andy Waddle allude to Wilmington in the pregame show. They are a much improved football club, although they were on the losing end of today's ball game. Wilmington is a team to be reckoned with in the OAC this year. They're coming in here on October 15th. That's our next broadcast for Marietta College right here on CAS 45. Back to live action and a swing pass over on the right side. The pass is going to be complete to DJ Griffiths. And Griffiths, his first action of the ball game. Victor Ford Jr. into the lineup as well. As a full house backfield now for Baldwin Wallace. And they give it to Ford, left side, no. Actually, it was a misdirection, and the ball went to Reese Waymer. Almost a wing T type of offense now for Baldwin Wallace. Waymer is your quarterback, as Marusic is on the sideline. And we've seen this a little bit out of Baldwin Wallace this year, where Marusic will take some of the snaps. Murray Jr. now across the 25 down to the 24-yard line. So a little bit of a different look now for the Yellow Jackets, giving Marietta's defense a little bit of a challenge. Griffiths, Ford Jr., and also Murray Jr. in the backfield. And they're going to keep it. And Marietta wasn't buying it. Reese Waymer, the ball carrier. And a nice job by Anthony Sabatino. He's having himself a ball game. So with a loss on the play, it brings up 4th and 8, and Baldwin Wallace is going to go for it. Waymer is still the quarterback. Tight end on the right, trips left. Waymer wants to throw, 2-step drop, has a man down the left side, and what a catch for the touchdown from Darius Stokes. My goodness. Watch it again. Waymer throws it into double coverage. I don't know how Stokes was able to keep his concentration. He threw it right between two Marietta defenders, and Stokes, from 29 yards out, gives Baldwin Wallace the lead on a 4th and 8. That hurts. Darius Stokes had a step on the defender. And a bad snap. Waymer's not able to control it. And he just picks the ball up and starts to run with it. So that extra point will be no good. 3:54 left to go in the third, and Baldwin Wallace takes the lead 20-14. We'll take a break. You're watching Marietta College football presented by Sir Speedy in Parkersburg on CAS 45.
Inflation is affecting the price of nearly everything. Gas prices are going up almost every day. Going to the grocery store gets more and more expensive. But the cost of services from CAS Cable won't go up. Don't fall for those low introductory rates some companies offer. They can nearly double in less than a year. Don't get stuck paying more for less. Call CAS Cable today and know that what you pay for TV, internet, and home phone service won't break the bank down the road. Find out what we can do for you at cascable.com.
Drum Stadium. Let's real quick take a look at that catch again from Stokes as we come back to live action here. Couldn't have been any more of a perfect pass from Waymer. You see, Marietta is stride for stride with him, and look at that hole that they threaded that needle into. Mercy sakes. Nice job by Stokes on the concentration. Extra point was missed, and Baldwin Wallace leads at 20-0. Up the right side, and away we go. Dawson Snyder, still on his feet, puts a move on a man and gets inside the 25-yard line. Flag on the play, and it's going to be a helmet-to-helmet hit. And I think that's going to go against linebacker Dom Tromba. If that stands, it'll be a personal foul against Baldwin Wallace, and they will tack 15 yards onto that play. We'll see. There's a flag back at the 25, and there's a flag down here at the 23. So flags on both ends of the field. So one of them is going to go against Marietta most likely, and the other one will go against Baldwin Wallace. But the personal foul, helmet to helmet, we may have a targeting here. I'm not sure. That play,
Did you see anything? I didn't see anything. I don't know what happened.
Darius Stokes, 29-yard pass from Reese Waymer. 5 plays, 46 yards, took 2:34 off the clock. The extra point was no good, and Marietta trails at 20-14. Now the officials having a discussion because we have flags on both ends of the field here.
Force 10 yards from the spot of the foul will be first out. After the play, personal foul, targeting, Baldwin Wallace, number 35. 15-yard penalty added on to the end of that play. First down, number 35 has been disqualified from the game.
All right, so it just happened right in front of us, and we were right. Number 35, Dom Tromba, has been kicked out of this football game for targeting as he lowered his helmet on Dawson Snyder. And then there was a holding call back at the 25-yard line, so they're going to step that off. So Marietta's not going to get near the field position that they thought they were going to have because of the holding call.
What the heck are they doing?
So I believe the holding...
Up and down, hold still.
Yeah. I need an abacus to figure out how they figured that out. But at any rate, Marietta will start 1st and 10 from their 30 rather than inside the 15 of Baldwin Wallace. Rain is really coming down now. Veerstrand wants to throw. Has a man wide open on the right side. Dawson Snyder into Baldwin Wallace territory. And that was a coverage breakdown from the Yellow Jackets because no one was around Snyder. 1st and 10, Marietta. Two receivers to the bottom of your screen, one to the top, and the tight end is Witzberger. Veerstra, play action, wants to go all the way down to the field. Incomplete. Pass was intended for Siriptowski, and it was a little too strong from Veerstra. 2nd down. So Marietta trying to catch Baldwin Wallace sleeping here with this rain, maybe thinking that B-Dub would be thinking that Marietta wouldn't dream of throwing the ball, but they did. Marietta down by 6, 2:55 to go in 2:56 to go in the third. Agnew gets stood up, bounces out left, and we'll get down to about the 43-yard line, so a gain of a couple. Going to be 3rd and 8 for the Pioneers. I'll tell you right now, hats off to these fans for coming out in this weather tonight. Umbrellas as far as you can see. It's a light crowd, understandably, but got to love those folks that are braving the elements out here. I know the ball club appreciates their attendance in this weather. Bierstra wants to throw. He'll look right side, has a man, and it is caught. Sierptowski on the reception. First down, Pioneers. Nice job by John Sierptowski coming back to the football. Marietta continuing to move. 1:47 on a running clock in the third. They give it to Agnew, right side. Bryce Agnew down to the 31-yard line. Gain of 2 on the play. And by and large, Baldwin Wallace doing a nice job stopping Bryce Agnew in this second half. Agnew coming into this drive had 78 yards. He started off really, really well, but Baldwin Wallace has done a nice job of making adjustments. Mosier in motion. Swing pass almost intercepted. Anthony Kendall had a bead on that screen pass, and the ball goes in and out of his hands, or he was going pick 6. Wow. Marietta dodges a bullet there. A bullet by the name of Anthony Kendall. So 3rd and 8 for the Pioneers. And they're back to the line of scrimmage, and Agnew is going to be stopped and dropped in the backfield. Big time loss. Jordan Smith drops Agnew in the backfield. And now it's going to be a 4th and 12, and Andy Waddle wants to punt it. So I like the strategy here. If you can do what they call the old-time coffin corner and get it down inside the 5-yard line, that'll work. Brady Wilson is going to kick it away. Vinny Lomeo back at his 9-yard line. And a line drive. Marietta's going to be able to down this inside the 5. And that's exactly what they wanted to do. So with 3 seconds to go in the third, nice job by Brady Wilson, just line driving a punt. And super job by Marietta Special Teams getting inside the 5-yard line to down it. So Baldwin Wallace will have time for one play in this last play of the third quarter, and they lead it by 6, 20-14. Teams trading touchdowns in the third quarter. Baldwin Wallace not able to convert on the extra point. Quarterback is Waymer. John Murray Jr., the ball carrier, gives him a little bit of breathing room, and that's going to be it for the third. Our score, Baldwin Wallace 20, Marietta 14. We're back to call the final 15 for you right after this on CAS 45. So back to live action here at Don Drum on the campus of Marietta College. Murray Jr., the ball carrier, across the 10, out to the 14-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down. So big-time breathing room now for Baldwin Wallace as back-to-back carries to John Murray Jr. gets him out of the dungeon. Again, a stacked backfield for BW, and Waymer continues to be your quarterback. I'm not sure if Marusik is injured. He's taken a lot of shots in this ball game. Murray Jr. is going to be stood up immediately by Marietta. Kyler Folkert was the first one there. Drake Newberger in on the tackle. Brady McManaway in on the tackle. No gain on the play, 2nd and 10. Again, full house backfield. Ford Jr., Griffiths, Waymer, and now they send Murray in motion. DJ Griffiths, the ball carrier. Brings up a 3rd and 13. Nice job by Marietta stringing out that offense of Baldwin Wallace with Griffiths nowhere to go around that right side. Marietta doing a nice job stringing out their defense. So 3rd and 13 now. Ford Jr. is the sidecar to Waymer. Waymer wants to throw, and he will. He has Ford Jr. on the screen. Lots of running room up the right side, and believe it or not, the kid got 14. He needed 13, and it's a first down, Baldwin Wallace. There is a flag, so hold everything. This might be coming back. Total offense after 3 quarters, Marietta 223, Baldwin Wallace 205. Marietta called for the personal foul, chop block. Marietta 3 less plays, but 18 more yards. But that doesn't matter. The scoreboard's what counts. And right now the Pioneers down 6. So that's a personal foul. That's 15 yards from the spot. And after starting at their own 3-yard line, Yellow Jackets are now at the 41. Great field position, and they can breathe. Ford Jr., the ball carrier. Victor Ford Jr. coming into this game, 119 carries, or 119 yards on 25 carries, averaging 4.8, and he's had 1 touchdown coming into the ball game. Again, a different offensive look for Baldwin Wallace here midway through the 3rd and into the 4th quarter. I don't know if Marusik is injured. I don't see him on the sideline. But Waymer wants to throw. Play action. Screen pass to the right, and it's going to be caught. And that is out of the backfield is 43, Preston Botos, the freshman, tight end. Brings up a 3rd and 3. Marietta needs a stop right here. Again, that full house backfield with Waymer in the middle as your quarterback. Waymer wants to keep it, and he is going to be short. He gets to midfield. One of the things about that that offensive set, there's so many different things you can do about it. You can do out of it. RPOs are very, very plentiful out of that set. And how about this? Baldwin Wallace is going to punt the football 4th and inches.
This is probably a fake.
Wow. Okay. Kuhlman back at his 36. Gets it away. And Kiero Gordon just going to let it bounce. And it takes a Baldwin Wallace bounce inside the 10-yard line down to the 8. So maybe Jalen Kiero Gordon would like to have that one back. So Marietta, with 10:26 to go in the ball game, takes over 1st and 10. But they are deep in their own territory. They cannot afford any mistakes here. Snyder, look at that rain, man. Wow. It is coming down. 2 tight ends. And Veerstra fumbles it. They just got to fall on it. Man, it's like handling a greased pig at this point, pig skin. But you know what? Both teams have to deal with it. So you just got to overcome the elements here. Loss of only a yard, thank goodness. 2nd and 11. The ball now at the 7-yard line. Veerstra wiping his hands as much as he can before calling for the ball. Veerstra, play action, wants to throw, and it could be a pass interference, but the official keeps his flag in his pocket. It was intended for Sierptowski. Marietta wanted a flag. Andy Waddle's beside himself on the sideline. Watch it right here, and yeah, he got to him a little early. Marietta wants a flag, and they got nothing. Wow, 3rd and 11. That's a big no call right there. And Waddle is ticked. And I don't blame him. Veerstra wants to throw. Slant over the middle, in and out of the hands of Dawson Snyder. I'm sorry, Sierptowski. That was just a little slant pattern.
I'm off of it. Yeah, I got off.
But John could not hang on to it, so Marietta forced to punt way back in their own territory, and you got to think that Baldwin Wallace will be bringing the heat here. Wilson will punt. Vinny LeMayo at the 41. Good snap. Good punt. LeMayo takes it on the run at the 35. He'll be brought down at the 34-yard line. So Marietta not able to move the ball at all, really, since that muff punt when they had a 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. They took it in 3 plays and scored, but since then, no real offense from the Pioneers. 34-yard line is the line of scrimmage for Baldwin Wallace. John Murray Jr., the ball carrier, over the left side. Coming up on 9 minutes to go in the ball game. Murray Jr. with a couple of yards on that carry. 2nd and 8. 32-yard line is the line of scrimmage. Murray Jr. is the lone setback along with Waymer in the backfield. Waymer has taken over for Marusic. Ball in and out of the hands of Darius Stokes and almost picked off by Marietta's almost picked off by Jalen Quiero Gordon. Clock stopped on the incompletion. 3rd and 8. Big stop here needed by Marietta. This has got to be 4th down territory for Baldwin Wallace. Waymer wants to keep it himself, and he does. And he is going to be close to 1st down yardage, but he'll be about a yard or 2 short. So that makes it 4th and very manageable. 4th and 2 coming up. Waymer in the shotgun, and they give it to Murray. Murray, 1st down yardage for the Yellow Jackets, and the drive stays alive. Coming into this season, Baldwin Wallace rated 2nd in the Ohio Athletic Conference behind Mount Union. Waymer, the quarterback, keeps it, goes around the right side, and about a yard carry, and that was it. Rain continues to fall here in Marietta. It has not stopped the entire ball game. They'll give him a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. Clock continues to run. Man, Marietta has got to keep him out of the end zone here. No points. They can't afford it. A field goal would put them down by 9, 2 scores. But Marietta has had near 0 offense in the second half. Waymer's pass intended for the tight end, Preston Bodos, and it falls incomplete as Waymer threw it at his feet. So 3rd down. For Baldwin Wallace. 4 wide receivers in the set. Waymer with Murray Jr. in the backfield. He wants to go. Out of bounds, incomplete. So Baldwin Wallace is stopped, so Marietta does a nice job there, but now BW is going to set up for a 39-yard field goal. Saris has it spotted at the right hash. High snap. And I think he hooked it. He did. He had trouble getting the snap down. The holder had trouble with the snap. Reese Waymer, the holder, who's been playing quarterback. And now Marietta will take over, trailing by 6 with 6:26 to go in the ball game. And Marietta needs to do something here on offense, and they need to do it right now. Big time defensive stop there by the Pioneers. They needed it. They got it. Now they've got to do something with it. Agnew, right side, following his blockers. And Agnew across the 25 out to the 28-yard line, so a gain of 6. Dre Baldwin going to the top of the screen. 2 receivers to the bottom of the screen on the right side of the formation. Vierstra, screen pass to Siriptowski. Siriptowski out to the 35-yard line. That'll be a Pioneer first down. First and 10 Pioneers from the 35. A little bit of breathing room here.
Take it back out of the trailer Monday.
Play action, wide open over the middle. Dawson Snyder. Jukin and jiving, and Snyder out of the bounds at the 34-yard line. Big time play for number 1 for the Pioneers. Love that slant route. And Snyder was wide open. Check it out right here on the replay. Vierstra, nice play action fake. Good job there by Agnew on the fake, and wide open is Snyder across the middle. Nobody on him. Clock continues to tick, 4:34. Motion is Witzberger. Agnew goes left, bounces right. Agnew down across the 35-yard line to about the 32, maybe a yard and a half, 2 at the most on that gain. So it'll be 2nd and 8. That was the biggest play from scrimmage for Marietta in this half, that pass to Snyder. And again, the Pioneers have all 3 timeouts. They can chew as much clock as they want to here and get down, but they've got to put the ball in the end zone. Field goal ain't going to get it. Vierstra wants to throw. One-on-one coverage with Siriptowski, and the ball is in and out of his hands, but flags are everywhere. I think we're going to get a pass interference from Baldwin Wallace. Coverage there from Anthony Kendall, and I think that he was all over Siriptowski. Yeah, pass interference for sure. So that is obviously not a spot foul. But it is going to move the sticks. So now Marietta will start scrimmage from the 17-yard line.
They'll probably get it for 2.
Vierstra getting the play from Riegelman on the sideline. Vierstra hands the ball off to Agnew, right side. Bryce Agnew got tripped up at the 11, or he was gone. Gain of 6 on the play. So gain of 6, it'll be 2nd and 4. Coming up on 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Agnew wants it again, and he has it again around the right side. Agnew down to the 11-yard line. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. That's about it. So they'll be generous and give him a yard to the 10. So it'll be 3rd and 3. They've got 2 downs to get 3 yards. First things first, let's get the first down. Veerster, play action, wide open. Tight end, Witzberger, touchdown! Marietta from 10 yards away. Derek Witzberger, the junior tight end, came off the line of scrimmage. Watch it right here. Nobody's on him. Witzberger gets the ball at the 7 and goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Pioneers. And now we're an extra point away from taking the lead with 2:26 to go in the ball game. Gabe Tingle, the holder. Lucas Shepard to put Marietta on top. Good snap. Kick is up. Kick is good. Marietta takes the lead with 2:26 to go. You wanted drama? We got drama, Mama, on Saturday night in Marietta, Ohio. 21-20. We'll take a break. You're watching Marietta College football presented by Sir Speedy Printing in Parkersburg on CAS 45.
Murray's will replace damaged insulated residential glass and a 10-year guarantee on seals from the manufacturer. Replacement units are made right here in the USA. Murray's, your trusted source for replacement glass for 75 years.
We've got about a year under our belts now, enough certainly to know that we're very happy with the service. It was unbelievably simple, and I think within a day we were hooked up and ready to go. I'd most definitely recommend CAS Cable to any business or any individual. There haven't been any surprises, and that's a good thing when you're in business. I'm Jim Staley from Staley Law and Mediation, and I'm happy to be a CAS customer.
Back at Don Drum Stadium, man, I don't know what the play call was. I'll say it's Spider 2, Y Banana, but it went to Witzberger for 11 yards into the end zone for a touchdown, and Marietta with the extra point takes the lead late in this ball game. 7 plays, 78 yards, and they chewed up 4 minutes of clock. Now Baldwin Wallace coming back on the other way from the return. That's Mikkel Love. Again, 7 plays, 78 yards. It took 4 minutes. Derek Witzberger, 10-yard pass from Connor Veerstra. And Marietta with the extra point takes the lead with 2:26 to go in the ball game. Now, that defense has done a really nice job for the most part today on Baldwin Wallace. They're going to have to really step it up. And now Marusik is back in the ball game for the Yellow Jackets. Murray Jr. in the backfield. Marusik wants to throw over the middle, and too long for his intended receiver. That was Vinny LeMayo. LeMayo had a step and a half. Now remember, Marusik is prone to the interception. He has 2 today, but he's thrown more than that. One of them was negated for a penalty, and the other one, Marietta receiver, was out of bounds. Marusek wants to throw again. Pass is caught. And that was a big-time catch. He took a hit.
Take that.
Mikkel Love on the reception. He got loose in the flat, and the clock continues to tick. 2:05 to go in the ball game. And that was a big-time play. And now officials stoppage and play. They want to talk about something. They want the clock reset to 2:05. And now they'll wind it. Murray Jr. in the backfield. Marusek wants to throw. Same play over the middle, down the right side, and that pass is out of bounds. Nice job by Darius Strokes trying to keep his feet in bounds and reach over the sideline to get the pass, but it was just too far out of his reach. And Kiero Gordon there on the coverage. Little handsy down there. The officials let it go. Very, very windy here in the stadium there. Baldwin Wallace going into the wind. And so it was very evident on that last long pass. You could see the ball fluttering. That time the pass to Stokes is caught out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. 1:47 to go in the ball game. Yellow Jackets have 2 timeouts. Marietta has all 3. Marietta sidelines trying to get everybody into it. Boy, this would be a big victory for the Pioneers if they can hang on. Stokes catches the ball at the 40. That's a first down. He's down to the 38-yard line. And the clock stops as he goes out of bounds. So the Yellow Jackets can win it with a field goal, and they are moving the ball down the field. Line of scrimmage is the 38. Yellow Jackets have already missed a 39-yard field goal tonight. Marusek intended for Stokes. Overshot him by quite a bit. So it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10. The ball's on the 38-yard line. Little screen pass, left side, wide open. Stokes, they're just dinking and dunking down the field now at this point. Trying to get out of bounds, preserve that clock without using their timeouts. So now 3rd down and 7 from the 35. Two wide receivers to the top, 2 to the bottom. Mirasek steps up. He's got all kinds of room. He can run for days. Mirasek down to the 10-yard line, still on his feet. Mirasek down to the 5, and he's run out of bounds. Joey Mirasek all the way down to the 5-yard line. He's run out of bounds by Malik Greer, and it looked like just the parting of the Red Sea there for the Baldwin Wallace offense. There was nothing in the middle of the field, and Mirasek saw it and took off. And if not for Malik Greer, they put the ball in the end zone. So now 1st and goal from the 5. Mirasek to Murray Jr. to the 4-yard line. Clock continues to run at 1:10. B-Dub has 2 timeouts, and now they stop it. And I think Marietta wants to talk it over. Wow.
Marietta.
So just 2 or 3 minutes ago, it was euphoria inside Don Drum as Marietta scored to take the lead with 2:26 to go in the ball game. On the ensuing kickoff, Baldwin Wallace had a nice little return, and they have steadily marched the ball down the field, and now they have a 1st and goal or a 2nd and goal from the 5. And Andy Waddle took a timeout wisely to get his guys all on the same page. .112 to go in the ball game. Now Murray Jr. in the backfield. Marusik wants to throw and has a man, touchdown. Pass is complete to Rocco Del Verme, the junior running back. He had just checked into the ball game. And he goes into the end zone untouched. And Baldwin Wallace takes the lead right back. In 1 minute and 18 seconds. That's all it took him to go the length of the field. And now Baldwin Wallace wants to take a timeout to talk about this extra point. Because if they go for 2, that forces Marietta, if they score, to have a touchdown and an extra point. If they just kick the extra point, it makes it 27-21. Marietta can tie it with a touchdown and win it on an extra point. The next Marietta College broadcast will be the 15th of October, homecoming against Wilmington. You're lucky because I will not be here for that broadcast, as I will be out of town. The next sports broadcast for CAS 45 is this coming Friday, Stadium Field in Parkersburg, as South Charleston takes on the Big Reds and Matt Kimes' Big Reds of Parkersburg. 2-point conversion coming up. Mirasek wants to throw into the back of the end zone. It's broken up. Nice job on the breakup. Tyreek Martin on the breakup. So $1:08 to go, and Marietta needs some late game magic here. So they had the lead with 2:26 to go, did the Pioneers. And doggone it, the Yellow Jackets went the length of the field in 1 minute and 18 seconds and have retaken this lead, 26-21. The second missed extra point attempt tonight for the Yellow Jackets. Now, Marietta's had a couple of long plays tonight. They had that 55-yarder to Dawson Snyder earlier in the ball game. Saris kicks it to Snyder. And Dawson Snyder up the right side. Dawson Snyder down to the 45-yard line. I do not see any flags anywhere. And Marietta has got life. That scoring drive, Del Verme, a 4-yard pass from Marusik. 10 plays, 72 yards, and they did it in 1 minute and 18 seconds. Now, Marietta has 1st and 10 from the 43 of Baldwin Wallace. They have 1 minute and 2 timeouts. Here we go. Vierstra looks left, steps up in the pocket, has a man wide open. That's Dawson Snyder at the 5. Touchdown, Marietta! Touchdown, Marietta! 43 yards. Vierstra to Snyder. Touchdown, Marietta! .43 yards. And Snyder was wide open. Nobody within 5 or 7 yards of him. He caught it in stride, had one man to beat at the 5-yard line, and he scored. Marietta takes the lead, 27-26. Now, do they want to go for two and force a field goal to tie, or just go? Listen, man, anything can happen. We've had 2 touchdowns in the last minute and a half. Holy cow. Pioneers are going to go for 2. Two receivers to the left. Agnew is in the backfield. He stands at the 10-yard line. Now they're going to motion. And they're going to bring Veerstra up under center. Veerstra rolls right, has a man, and the conversion is good. In the back of the end zone. That's the tight end, number 84, Justin Mosier. And Marietta is going to force a field goal to tie. 29-26 Pioneers. Does nobody care that I have a heart condition? Apparently not. Wow. That drive took 15 seconds after Baldwin Wallace scored in a minute 18. Marietta says, hold my beer. I'm going to do one in 15 seconds. (29-26) is our score. Each team with 1 timeout remaining. The ball teed up at the 35-yard line. Lucas Shepard. Mikael Love back deep. And also it looks like they let it go all the way into the end zone. So not a bad decision there from Baldwin Wallace. Let's look at this scoring drive. Let's see. Dawson Snyder, 43-yard pass from Connor Veerstra. 1 play, 43 yards, 15 seconds. And then the big deal on the end of that is the 2-point conversion. The pass from Veerstra to Justin Mosier. 29-26 is our score. And since the 2:26 mark of this ball game, we've had 3 scores. If you tuned out and tuned back in, you've missed a bunch. Marusik in the game. Has to scramble. And the pass is caught at the 38-yard line. He did not get out of bounds, I don't believe, but he did move the sticks. So 45 seconds and the clock ticks. Baldwin Wallace very capable of going down the field. And the pass is caught again. My goodness. Andrew Bortz down to the Marietta 36. Clock runs with 28 to go. They're just trying to get into field goal range. And now Marusik will throw it away with 22 seconds to go. Nice pressure there by Marietta, forcing Marusik to throw it away. Simon shot, flushing him out of the pocket. 2nd and 10. All they have to do is get in field goal range to keep this thing going and to make everybody stay out in the rain. Marusik, straight drop. Left, wide open is Stokes. And nobody on him. Kiero Gordon was 10 yards off of Darius Stokes. And now Baldwin Wallace is in field goal range. 16 seconds. Both teams with a timeout. John Murray Jr., the lone setback. Mirasek wants to throw over the middle, and he threw it behind his intended receiver, Darius Stokes. And if Stokes catches that, he waltzes into the end zone. Again, with 2:26 to go in the ball game, since that mark, we've had 3 scores. 3 receivers to the top of your screen, 1 to the bottom. John Murray Jr. in the backfield. Mirasek wants to throw. The ball is in the air, and a flag on the play and a touchdown. Unbelievable. Mikael Love has given Baldwin Wallace the lead, and it's going to be a pass interference in the end zone. It's not going to matter. Wow. Well, you knew it was possible just because of the way the last 2.5 minutes have gone. Saris to attempt the extra point. Waymer with the hold at the 10-yard line. Saris is up, and it is good. So a very important extra point. Now it's a 4-point ball game. Marietta has got to put it in the end zone, and they've got 6 seconds to do it. Wow. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you. Just look at that rain. I can't even begin to tell you. These last 2 minutes and 26 seconds have been unbelievable. Probably the most exciting football that I remember in a long, long time. At the 2:26 mark, Marietta scored to get within 1. At the 1:08 mark, Baldwin Wallace scored to make it 26-21. Marietta took the lead at 21-20 at 2:26. Then at 1:08, Baldwin Wallace scored from a guy who had just checked into the ball game, Del Verme, with a 4-yard pass from Mirasek, and they took the lead 26-21. 15 seconds later, Marietta comes back and scores on a 43-yard touchdown pass from Veerstra to Snyder, and Marietta retakes the lead. And now, in 49 seconds, Baldwin Wallace scores, and they're going to win this ball game as Marietta's doing their imitation of the Keystone Cops. Flag is down. That's a forward pass, and this ball game is going to be over no matter what Marietta does. And that's the final play of the game. So our final score, Baldwin Wallace wins it 33-29. What a football game. And Marietta just could not hang on in the last couple of minutes. It was just too difficult to stop that aerial attack from Baldwin Wallace. So our final score, Marietta loses it after a very exciting ball game. Baldwin Wallace, your winner, 33-29. Again, so we want to thank our sponsors, Sir Speedy Printing in Parkersboro. We want to thank Auto Plus Auto Parts. Our next broadcast for Marietta College will be on October 15th versus Wilmington. The next sports broadcast for CAS 45 is next Friday, October 7th. South Charleston Black Eagles come into Parkersburg to take on the Big Reds. Our thanks to Jeremiah's Coffee House for feeding the entire crew today, and our thanks to Jeff Sally and the folks here at Marietta College for their hospitality, and thanks to Dr. Bill Rude for his interview at halftime. Once again, our final score, Baldwin Wallace wins it 33-29 for all of us here at CAS 45. Thanks for watching. I'm Brian Nost. Have a good night, everybody.